Oh, heavens. Huh. I'm here. Don't be alarmed. I need to get a weight. uh, hang tight. These little guys, in a pinch, are very heavy, and they will serve as a great weight. My little phone stand here is tall, and then it has my phone on it, and it's on an arm that kind of sticks out so you can see when we start working. But then my iPad is also attached to the stand, so it's very top heavy. And when I went to turn on my iPad, the whole thing just about ended up in my lap. Well, not in my lap, but face down on the table. So that would have been a little dramatic. So hello, friends. Good morning. It is, I always say, hotter than the hubs of hell. I'm so sorry. It's very warm. And so I'm sure it's hot flash. I'm sure it's warm, but it's also hot flash. So give me one sec while I just bring this up on the iPad. How is everybody this morning? How is everyone? Let's see. Oh, I will tell you, I was on chat yesterday with YouTube for about 2 hours. They're not my favorite right now. I mean, I shouldn't say that because it's awesome what we can do with the YouTubes. However, when you're having some issues, it gets very frustrating. So I'm having some issues. I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so let me now, so Susan and Mandy and Corey, Lulu girl, good morning from cold Australia. Debbie, Karen Perkins, Shannon. Hi, Shannon. You're at a crop watching. I love that. That's so fun. Where are you? Amy got her order yesterday. Wonderful. Hi, Jackie from Henderson. I bet it's hot there too, isn't it? Debbie from Studio City. Oh, I can't see who that is, but someone from Alberta. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Val. All right, friends. So here we are, another Saturday, and we're crooked. Let's try to fix that. Okay, I think we're better. Always running around early on a Saturday morning, and I was sweating. I know it's too much information, but like all the curl completely fell out of the bottom part of my hair. Well, you can see I look a little haggard. But all the curl fell out of the bottom of my hair because my neck was so, my own little personal summer, and that's just where we are, right? So I have fan on my legs today, and I have my little desk fan that if I need to turn it on, then I will. So how is everybody this morning? Hi, Wanda. Hi, Linda from Ontario. Mindy, Ariana. Hi, sweetie. You were at your church camp last Saturday. I love that. We always love to see Ariana. She's our young lister. I think 13, probably at some point coming up on 14, right? Well, yes, clearly at some point. Hi, Marilee. I hope it don't. Okay, yes, and I know some of you it's weird. I don't know if it's the heat or what, but last week, some of you were having some issues with buffering and your internet. Not everyone was having the problem, so we know that's usually not me. If everyone is having the problem, then that's me, which is one of the things that happened last Saturday. We were about halfway through, and I completely lost you guys. And I had no idea why. So we started up a second session, and some of you found us there and joined in for that. If you joined me on Thursday night for the Twilight Traveler's Notebook kit for the class, same thing happened. So I thought this is too much of a coincidence. So got in touch with YouTube and started looking at something's going on where when you film and when you film live, it holds all of the footage, I guess, in your phone until you're done, and then it uploads. So everything uploads fine. You can go to my channel and see everything that we've done, but there are 7 videos that still show that they're uploading on my phone to the tune of 100 gig of data. So my phone, that's a lot of data to be like just sitting on your phone, and I'm worried to delete it because I'm afraid that those videos will also be deleted. So 2 hours yesterday with YouTube, they can't figure it out. So we're trying to figure it out. But I'm almost certain that's probably why we got disconnected both times, because I think my phone went, no more. 100 gig is enough for YouTube and everything else you have. I think it just stopped us. So I cleared as much as I could, although when you have 100 gig of data that YouTube is temporarily using on your phone, there's not a lot you can do. So I think we'll still be okay for today, but just know, if we get lost, like if I get lost, like we did last week, I'll just start up a second one and we'll go from there. All right, so Talia, good morning. It sounds like it's your first, well, finally making a live, so maybe your first one. All right, friends, so if you are new, welcome. If you are not new, welcome. Welcome to everyone. If you are new, so fun to have you here. As we work, and as I talk and chit chat and get sidetracked and squirrel, there is a chat that takes place over on the right-hand side of your screen, depending on the view. I think if you're watching on your TV, I don't know that you can see the chat at all, but there's a chat that takes place over on the right hand side of the screen, and you'll see me interact like I am. I see people. You'll see me interact or hear me interact. Hi, my friend Rosemary. And oh, Meta, hi. So nice to see you from Denmark. All right. So there's a chat. See, I just got distracted. So there's a chat, and you can chime in the chat. If you are new, even if you're not really, keen on chatting, just hop in and say hi. We'd love to know that you're new. And everyone in the chat, everyone that's always on Saturdays is super friendly. So we've had some really neat friendships develop through the chats and through our Saturday sessions. And a couple people, Mindy and Kim, have even met in person, which I think is so cool. So, oh, there you go. So Debbie is quite the technology guru. She watches on her TV and syncs it with her phone so she can chat. Love that. All right, I know, Meta. So it's late for you, right? 8 hours, maybe 10 hours. I bet 10 hours. So, well, whatever time that is, it's late. And Australia, holy cow. Yeah, that's super late or early, depending on which way you look at it. All right. Oh, and Jeanette, I missed whatever was going on, so I'm glad that it's working now for you. All right, friends. Yes, thumbs up. If you would, as you are watching, if you just give the video a thumbs up, that's super important to the way the whole YouTube, social medias, all the things work. If you're scrolling ever on Instagram or Facebook, just take a sec and at least double click or give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment or even just a little emoji. That is super helpful for those of us like me, and there's lots of us out there, that part of everything we do has to be social media. So just a little thumbs up. We will have a giveaway as well. So let's talk about giveaway for a second. Last week, oh, you know what? I think last week we had 2 giveaways. You guys will have to remind me. I bet last week we had 2 because we ended up with 2 separate videos. So I drew for one then of the 2 giveaways this morning. So when we're done, I'll have to do the other one. But the giveaway was for, this is all kind of in pieces because I'm using it today. Well, not using the giveaway one, but a second one. The Just Chill product bundle. And that one, I drew this morning, a random comment. That one is for Tammy Croy. So congratulations to Tammy. The way I always do giveaways every week, and the way the giveaways work, I ask you to come back to the video once it's over. So not in the chat. It's too hard for me to try to watch the chat and do giveaways in the chat. But once the video is over, come back and leave a comment on the video, not the chat, but on the video itself. And then next Saturday morning, I will draw a random winner. So Tammy was the winner for last week, and the prize for this week. You guys know my love of Carrie Bradford stamps, and I buy pretty much all of them. And my friend Marie House, that I think Marie's usually on Saturdays. I don't know if she's on now. 6 p.m. Okay, it's 6 p.m. for Meta and Denmark. Oh, Lulu girl, it's 2 a.m. Sunday morning in Australia. Well, thanks for joining us. That's so awesome. I hope you had a nap so you could stay awake. But if not, that's okay. So my friend Marie sent me a little happy mail a couple weeks ago, and I was drinking coffee out of the You Do You mug that she sent me, which I loved. But she also sent me something that I already had. And so she said, if you already have it, then let's give it away. So that's what we're doing. This is a set of the Block of Summertime. Carrie Bradford stamps. So she has a whole series, kind of a block series like this. But this is very fitting for one of the lists that we're doing today. One of the lists that we're doing today is one of our favorite, or not one of our favorite, but our favorite adult summer memories. So last summer we did favorite childhood summer memories, and today we're going to do favorite adult summer memories. So this is the perfect little stamp set that will be the prize, courtesy of Marie. So with this one, you'll come back to the video after we're done. So not in the chat, after we're done. And I will have you leave a comment on the video just telling me one of your favorite summer memories. Oh my gosh, last week was so fun reading the comments. I asked you guys to tell me your favorite sound. And then I think in the second video at the end, I messed up and said smell, because you guys are like, wait a minute, smell, favorite sound. Then I said, I'll give another because of this whole smell. Yeah, whatever. But it was so fun reading about everybody's favorite sounds. One of them was my most favorite was, I think someone's in Michigan and left a comment about the loons being, the birds, the loons being one of her favorite sounds. And I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I typed back, love it. And then in quotation marks, I wrote, Norman, the loons, the loons. So if you don't know that movie, that's a movie from a long time ago called On Golden Pond with, oh my gosh, Katharine Hepburn? And I don't remember who else. Anyhow, but it was fun. And that's how I get to know you guys, because you know all about me because I'm an open book. But I don't really get to know you guys very well. So my way of getting to know you guys is having you leave a comment telling me what would be on your list. So the block of summertime stamps, and leave a comment when we're done on the video. One of your favorite adult summer movies. Summer memories. Now, that was bad. I said adult summer movies. That could be totally misconstrued. So I probably better clarify. Let's keep everything rated G. When I say your favorite adult summer memories, I don't mean like adult movies. I mean, or adult beverage. I mean your favorite summer memories that you have had as an adult as opposed to a child. Okay. Probably did far more explaining there than I needed to. Okay, so let's now, I think I'm going to flip the camera and let's get talking. Oh, hold on. Okay, well, this we have to talk about. We have to talk about this. Okay, Tracy, thank you. Tracy said Katharine Hepburn, I think Henry Fonda. I think you're right, and On Golden Pond. So one of the things that was happening today, and I think at the same time as our little class here, Tim Holtz was announcing a brand new distress color. And I think that started at 9 a.m. as well. So someone just said, kind of bummed over the new distress ink. So share 1292, tell us what it is. Oh, it's like a royal blue. Okay. I was really hoping for a mint. Although I have to show you guys what I did. We're just going to chit chat for a minute. So, well, I didn't really do this. Someone else did this for me, but, for so long, I've been saying, I really need to swatch my inks. I really need to swatch my distress inks. So look at, all swatched. Isn't that awesome? So that's one of the things this week while we were waiting for Simple Vintage Lemon Twist to arrive. I had Lily, my part-time employee. I set her up and she did a lot of stamping with the Misty and created a little swatch for me. So I'll have to see now if the royal blue, would fit, I don't know, somewhere right in there with all the blues, huh? I was really hoping for a mint, but alas, no mint. All right, so now let's go ahead and get going. I spent some time this week totally reorganizing my distress inks, and I included a link in the description of the video down below. I'm kind of one of those storage area, the different storage things that I use. And I did a blog post about that. So if you're interested in storage and organization, you can see that. All right, let's go ahead and flip the camera. Karen, yes, we were just chatting about that new distress color. Yep, so you can watch Tim later. I know, you know what? I just can't compete with Tim. Let's be honest. So that's okay. I'm all good. All right, let's flip the camera and we will go. I'm going to count us down 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do a quick spin, okay? 1, 2, 3. Hi, scrapbook sister. Sister, You have to say it that way, right, sister? All right, we are going without studio lights again today, clearly, because Lael is very overheated. Let's just try to get this all situated after we almost lost the phone camera and the iPad and all the things. Okay, and now we're going to plug in. Yes, Colleen, I did put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So we're good there. We should be. Let's all knock on wood. Let's all knock on the woods, okay? That's super important, that we're good and we don't lose each other. Yes, no studio lights today. It's just too stinking hot. I did order a new little kind of stand that has a light that actually goes above the, anyhow, we'll see how it works, but it may be a little bit cooler. Good morning, Debbie from West Point, Utah. So Debbie's not too far away from me. Debbie Brink, and then Debbie Hogshead. Yes, the little scallop sleeves and tassels. You guys know me. I like my little scalloped sleeves with the with all the little things going on. All right, just trying to make sure we are straight. Yes, Igioma. Thank you. No lights is fine. No lights than melted Lael. Yeah, I would too. I'd rather have no lights than melted Lael as well. All right, so let's take a quick look at the 3 lists that we did last week. We did, starting here. The first one that we did was makeup essentials. And this one, we chatted a lot, right? As we always do with the lists. I chit chat and list and talk about what I'm using and why. But then I also talk about what's going on my list. So that was kind of fun. We used one of the little journaling. Okay, where is, oh yes, over here. We used one of these little Willow Lane. These are really cool journaling pockets. So we took a look at these last week, and that was a journaling pocket that was just one of those little items. So our list, my list, just snuck right in there under that cute little vellum heart thing. We had fun with our favorite makeup. Yeah, it's a really fun vellum pocket. It really is. Next one. Favorite sounds, right? So this one was fun. I played with some of the Carefree, how do you spell it? Carefree collection, and mixed that with the DTD. I can see the pad. I don't remember which one it was. Anyhow, it's linked in the description of the video. I always try to, as much as I can, link what I've used in the description of the video. We did something a little bit different with one of our listed stamps. I stamp on pattern paper a lot with the listed stamp, but I also, well, this time did I don't know. It just looks a little bit different than normal. Okay, then our last list. Oh my gosh, I think this for me was one of the most fun lists that we've done in a long time. Favorite ice cream flavors. And we chatted a lot about our favorite ice cream. There were all kinds of comments in the chat about favorite ice cream and why we like certain flavors. In different parts of the country have different ice creams that we don't have otherwise. I did see Nick and I at night like to watch Stephen Colbert, and he showed this week that Kraft has paired up with an ice cream brand that I've never heard of, so it must be more of like a regional brand, to come out with a macaroni and cheese flavored. So for my Canadian friends, Kraft Dinner flavored ice cream. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that would quite, work for me, but you know, can't knock it till you try it, I guess. Laura and I do have my fan. I have both fans. Yes, both fans. And Wanda said, I can skip the makeup list. I don't wear makeup. And that's, so one of the things we talked about last week, and this is kind of a good thing to remember any week for any of the lists that we're doing. So last week when we did the makeup list, a couple of people said, well, I don't really wear makeup. And I said, well, you know what? Maybe you love fingernail polish and you want to list your favorite colors, your favorite brands, or maybe you love perfume, or I don't know, maybe you love cleaning supplies, right? So this kind of list, I called it my makeup essentials, but it could be, you know, your office essentials. It could be your cleaning essentials. It really could be, you know, fill in the blank, whatever kind of essentials. All right. Your favorite ice cream is caramel pie. Oh my gosh, that sounds really good. Too weird. Not a fan of Kraft Dinner. Yes. So my friends from the US or other parts of the world, Canada calls macaroni and cheese, you know, like the blue box with the yellow Kraft. There it's called Kraft Dinner. And in the US, it's called macaroni and cheese. So now you know, if somebody says Kraft Dinner, you know what that means. Alrighty. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Those were our 3 lists from last week. Oh, and then this guy, that was just something I found and printed out. And it was kind of funny what your ice cream flavor says about you. All right, so all hail the blue box mac and cheese. I know, right? Sarah. Okay, I see that's probably your last name, Hanky. Sarah said, I would love to see how you store your completed books as well as a quick flip through of completed books. Such a great accomplishment. I will, absolutely. I have some flip throughs of some listing books that I did probably 6 years ago with Corey Speaker or the Reset Girl. She was doing something way back then called Listers Got a List. So if you go to the bottom of the description of the video, so all the way down at the bottom, I've linked to videos, 2 flip throughs of those. But I was just thinking that this morning, I really need to do some flip throughs. So I won't do them all in one. I'll probably do 1 book per video just because that's a long time. All right, so let's get going. Our first list that we're going to work on is favorite adult summer memories. Curious to try. I agree, Sarah. And this is the thing, and we haven't talked about this for a long time. In my dream world, we would not be doing this virtually, all in our own homes or our own wherever you are, car, or I don't know, work, whatever it is. We would all be in Hawaii because it's my dream. I'm gonna do me, you do you. We'd all be in Hawaii. We'd be in Maui. We'd be in a giant house. Clearly, it'd be really giant, but it'd all be really cozy too. All the windows would be open, and we'd be on the edge of kind of a cliff, staring out at the ocean. And we'd have a masseuse there, and we'd have someone, well, lots of masseuse, massaging our backs and our feet, and we'd be getting pedicures and manicures, whatever we wanted. We would have lots of food too. And we probably wouldn't want to have a ton of the macaroni and cheese ice cream, but we could have a couple tubs so that everyone could have a little tiny half scoop or whatever. Not everyone could have their spoon out of the thing because that might not be safe with COVID, but we could all taste the macaroni and cheese and see if we liked it or not. All right. Okay. Carol, that's a great idea. So Carol just said, since I'm new, I'm doing the childhood version. So if you just joined, our first list is favorite summer memories, your favorite summer memories as an adult. Last year we did favorite summer memories as a child. So you could do either one or you could do both. All right, Hawaii cruise. Oh yeah, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be awesome? Karen needs mountain views and nobody's touching her feet. Okay. All right. So, oh yes, favorite adult summer memories. That's going to always catch me for a loop now when I say that, because then it seems like you're going down a path that we really don't want to go down. All right. So this will be a 2-page list. And last week I mentioned I was going to use Just Chill again. I used Just Chill for the background on my ice cream list, and then that cute little ice cream cone from Just Chill. But Just Chill really is more all about the summer. So I thought that would be fun for this list. I took a look to start at a bunch of the papers, and I wanted something pretty neutral. So I decided I was going to go with both of these. And Ariana, I love that. I am doing the child one because I am not an adult. Yes. And you know what you can do, sweetie? Make a mental note or make a list of lists that you want to work on in the future. And in the future, when you are adult, then you could do favorite adult summer memories. I love that. That's just so cute. All right. So I am going to go with the yellow stripe because I love all things yellow. And then I thought this light blue, because that light blue paper kind of reminds me of water. So, the yellow is going to be my background. So let's grab our trimmer. I'm just going to grab my smaller trimmer today, just because it'll be a little bit easier to work with. Maybe it won't get me so hot. It's time for the face fan. Yes, Terry, a cruise would be way easier to find a way for so many of us to get together, because let's be honest, any kind of house that I could find that would fit all of us, I don't think is available. And it's probably not available for our budget either, right? All right, so I am using my standard wide insert, and I, for all of my listing, almost exclusively use a standard wide. So standard wide is 5 inches wide by 8.25 tall. Just for a quick visual, this is a standard. So you can see standard is the same height, but it is less wide. It's about 3/4 of an inch less wide. So when you're working on a spread, 3/4 of an inch on both sides, that's 1.5 inches. So that's why I prefer standard wide, just because it gives you more room to work with. Nothing wrong with either of them. So 8.25 inches tall. I mostly, probably almost exclusively, you guys would tell me, use 6x8 paper pads in my listing, and pretty much in my traveler's notebooks in general, just because 6x8 is a perfect size. I don't need to cut any length off, because at 8 inches, I'll have a little bit of a white border all the way around. I do need to cut off a little bit of the width. So let's first trim off that little strip at the top. And I usually trim these to 4.75, 4 3/4, because I have a 1/4 inch already between 8 and 8.25. So if I cut off a 1/4 inch in the width, then everything is pretty much even. Actually, I'm gonna trim that down a little bit more. Let's go to 7.75. And if I do that, then I also need to trim a little bit more here, another 1/4 inch here. So so I'm now down to 7 3/4 by 4.5. I just want a little bit more white around here, because I'm going to do my list over here directly on the insert. So I want to have a little bit more white over here, a little bit more white over here. Well, you know what I mean. All right, so let's just set this guy off to the side for a second. And actually, I think what I'll do, and this usually starts to happen once I start getting about halfway through, or sometimes even a little bit earlier, as I'm working in my insert, I will work on my list like this. So I'll just work on it here, and then when it's done, I will adhere the whole list right there. That's kind of helpful to start to do, especially if you've been using anything, well, really anything. I mean, you add even stickers, it starts getting a little lumpy bumpy underneath. So I won't run into that as I am working. So we'll start with that. Then I would like to have a little bit of an accent here. So actually, let me trim this off first. I'll show you what I'm doing. Some of you that were with me last summer when we did the Summer Memories childhood list, this is it. So I thought, instead of reinventing the wheel, I am going to kind of design my layout, my spread, to look very similar. So that goes there, and then this piece is the one I'm going to put right there. But I also noticed this guy is a little bit shorter, so we'll just keep taking a little bit off. All right. Then this guy, I will want to go about right here, but it comes down. I just need to bring this back in to kind of measure. That will go about right there. And then this guy, I think, can go about right here, but it comes down a little bit further towards the bottom of the page off the white. And then this came a little bit further over here. So let's see what that looks like. I know. So Rosemary just said she loves scrap lifting herself when she has no clue what to do. And that, you know what? There is no shame in that game, I tell you. Go back to one of your lists and look at something that you've done in the past and you might look at it and go, you know what, I really like that. I really like the way that looks. So I think what you're gonna see though, when this list is done, it will have some similarities because there are some similar elements that I will use, again, that I used in that list, but it will also look very different because I'll be using different colors. So now what I said I was doing before isn't going to work because this guy actually comes off the page. So we're gonna go ahead and just adhere now. Just adhere now. Wanda, you have permission to have missed the last 2 weeks. You were at the beach. That's if I could choose where we live, we'd live at the beach. Nick would nix that. My husband would like put the kibosh on that. That was so fast. He really likes to ski, and so he likes the mountains. So I lose. Lose. Wanda, where were you? Beach where? What beach? Or what state? Yes, Debbie, the back sides are really cute too. That's the other nice thing about working with the 6x8 pads. Most, if not, well, not all the American Crafts pads do that, but most, definitely the Simple Stories and also the My Mind's Eye and the Just Chill is My Mind's Eye. Those paper pads have 2 sheets each of 12 different designs, and they're also all double-sided. So you have a lot of options in the papers. But then if you see the back side of one and you're like, oh no, I don't want to lose that, then you're okay because you have 2 sheets. So we used this one last week, but if you really wanted the flamingos with the gold foil legs, you'd be okay because 2 sheets. That's funny, when I say 2 sheets, it reminds me, it sounds like 2 sheets to the wind. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and outline our spread. What does everybody have on their schedule for today? What's your plans today? What are you doing? Or this weekend? We just barely, well, for some of us, just barely started the weekend. Some of you are already into Sunday. So your weekend is half over. So what are your plans, or what did you do? Oh, yes, Olympics start. I just had the best idea for a list. Okay, you heard it here first. Although I have the next several weeks list planned, so we're gonna have to make a little change. I think for next week, one of our lists will be, I need to remember to change this, our favorite summer Olympic events. Favorite summer Olympics events. So you can start thinking about that. Yeah, Summer Olympics. I think they start on Friday, right? They start on Friday, a year later, right? All right, so there's our start. I printed out this morning something that I used last year on my childhood summer memories favorites list. And it is this. So here, I asked the question and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm sidetracked. I want to see what people are doing. Ariana's going back to school shopping. Oh my gosh. I loved that time of year, back to school shopping. That was always so much fun. Lulu Girl lockdown. Oh goodness. Tell me where you're from, Lulu Girl. Shopping with your mom and pedicure. Very good. Okay. Now we're totally, painting, repurposing furniture. Oh, Anne has sewage backup in her basement. Oh, Anne, I'm sorry. All right, I won't keep getting distracted. So last year I had purchased this printable from Carrie Bradford, and I linked to it in the description of the video down below. Again, I think it's like $2, and I just printed off on my printer on a piece of white cardstock. Sydney is in hard lockdown. Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm sorry. It still remains to be crazy. But I used a couple of these last year, and I love about so much of what Carrie does is just like right up my alley, my style. So I printed this off again and decided I would just use the same 2 little elements that I did before. So let's go ahead and cut these little guys. that's when you buy digital elements. And I haven't used any of the In a Creative Bubble ones in a while. I need to pull some of those back out again. The nice thing about buying and downloading digital elements like this is you buy them once, right? And then you can just continue to print them and use as many times as you want. As long as you're not, selling them, or I could never put them in kits. Although there was a winter one of these, a Christmas one that I did put in a kit because Carrie and I talked about it. And she said, yes, I would love it if you would do that. So anyhow, but yeah, digital elements. I think those are those can be a good little purchase, especially if you're buying something that you think you might use more than once, like this little guy. And so I just have to cut I won't cut them all out. I'll just cut some of them out, right? If you are doing like a traveler's notebook or a mini book or something like that for the summer, it'd be kind of fun to do like these 3 little guys, June, July, August, and you could kind of separate your book or your traveler's notebook by the months of the summer. Or she has these same things for all 4 seasons. And Lula Girl, for my south of the equator friends, he does the same thing, but it's for the southern hemisphere. So instead of June, July, August, it says December, January, February, I think. It's still summer, but it has your summer months instead of north of the equator summer months. That Carrie is just always thinking. Oh, okay. Are we talking about flooding in January? I mean, in Germany? Yes. We see those. That's just horrible, horrible, horrible. Hi, Nancy. Oh, Sandra, I'm going to let other people chime in. Sandra just asked, good printer for digital prints. I lease a very expensive laser printer because I also print out all of my instructions for all of my kits on that. So I am not a very good one to tell you that. All right, so I use this little guy, What Summers Are Made Of. Right here. And I used this one, Feeling Free. You could also use Summer Days, but I think I'll have other things on there with what I have planned. I have other things that will say summer. What I was just about ready to do, I almost bisected all of these things up here because I was just going to cut there. So I don't want to do that. But the nice thing is, if I did, then I just go print out another one. Again, part of the beauty of having a printable like that. Oh, it is. That's funny. It is kind of a Carrie Bradford day. And Carrie's just a friend of mine. I don't, not an affiliate or anything with her. She's just a friend of mine that I've known for years, and I love her. She's a wonderful person, and I love her artwork, and I love her stamps. So it's just kind of funny that the stamp giveaway from Marie is, from Marie House, is the Carrie Bradford stamps today. And then I'm also using this little guy. So this guy will come about right here. This one will come over here, but it needs a little bit more work. Title. You know what? I know what I did wrong here. I placed this. I wasn't paying attention. This needs to go down further. This needs to go down further for 2 reasons. Number 1, it is even Steven with the paper underneath that. And I don't like that. I want it to come down below. I'd like there to be a little bit offset. But number 2, and I haven't figured out yet which stickers I want to use for my title, Summer Memories, but I don't have enough room down there, or up here. So I will just pop this off. I think Debbie Pettit, Debbie, are you here today? Oh, look at that. Terry's at the cabin. And if you were in the Lail by Mail Facebook group, you may remember Terry had shared, oh my gosh, maybe a month ago, she was at the cabin and I think listing with us, and there were moose like right there. And so she took a picture and shared it in the Facebook group. That was really fun to see kind of your view and see the mama and the baby moose. But your husband, so sweet. Yes, Kim, Carrie Bradford giveaway. So the giveaway for today is a set of block of summertime stamps from Carrie Bradford. Well, Carrie Bradford stamps, not from Carrie Bradford. Passed on, donated from Marie House, one of the listers, one of the people that lists with us. Okay, so title. I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to pull in some black letter stickers. And you guys might be thinking, black, but it's summer. Why would you do that? Because there's going to be a lot of color happening on here in a minute. So I want to, I think I want a black title just to kind of help to, well, maybe not. I might wait a minute on my title, friends. So let's kind of hold that thought. This was not a photo. Well, it's photo, but it's not my photo. That was an embellishment, a die cut that came in a die cut pack that I was using last year. So I thought, well, you know what? Why don't I just print a photo so it can kind of go in that same place? So here we go. I printed a photo and it has to do with one of the things on my favorite summer memories as an adult list. And we'll talk about that one when we get there. So a little bit of a white border. I just used my little Epson Picture Mate, the PM400. And that is what I use almost exclusively for all of my photos. Unless it's a really big photo that I'm doing, then I always use my little Picture Mate. It's an awesome little printer. Alrighty. Terry's working on our Happy Place kit today. Oh, good. Fun. All right, so this will be going in here. This will be kind of going in here. And I'll do a little bit of journaling here again about these are my favorite adult summer memories instead of my kids' summer memories. So this little guy. Last summer, I had used for this list, I had used one of the 49 and Market big die cut embellishment packs. And not using that this year, but I kind of liked the way that looked, how that framed, and it was a frame, how that framed that feeling free. So I thought, well, I can wing that, right? All I need to do to wing that is take one of my pattern papers and make a little mat for it. So maybe stripe. That could be fun just because it will be super bright and pink. Maybe we'll do that. All right, so we'll just come down here in the little corner and I'm gonna fake that it's a frame. It won't really be a frame because it won't be open. It'll just be a little mat. So I think that looks probably pretty good. You won't really see, you'll see a little bit of the flamingo. Hello, I know my animals and I know my trees. That is a palm tree, not a flamingo, although the color is kind of like a flamingo. I won't see much of the palm trees, but I'll see a little bit. So it'll be good. Thanks, Kim. Kim said she liked my sleeves. Sometimes I feel like, sometimes I feel like I learned this in the business world long time ago, that when you're teaching or presenting, because I would present a lot back in the day, that it's a really good idea to repeat the question before you answer it or repeat the statement. So, yes. Oh yeah, you know that's all getting outlined because it has to. And here's a good example of why I want to, I outline both just because I'm going to, but the feeling free, and it's super cute, right? But it's just a little bit plain. It's just a little bit plain, and it feels like it needs a little bit more separation from the mat to me. So that is when I do this. And that gets outlined. So it kind of helps that to pop a little bit. That will go over here. And then this guy also needs to get outlined because when it comes over here, it's you can see it, it stands out really well, but it just needs an outline because everything needs an outline, right? Everything needs an outline. using my handy dandy Sharpie. Oh, I didn't tell you guys what we're doing tonight. We are going to the Garth Brooks concert. Yes, that will be lots of fun. Lots of fun. We're going with some neighbors. I think there's four couples total. So that'll be a lot of fun. All right. Next up, this guy will end up coming in right here. So I need some washi, right? So I pulled out some different washies, and I'm not quite sure yet what washies I want to use because I'm still in the back of my head thinking about the title. So now I have an idea. Instead of black, I might have an idea. Let's take a look at some of the stickers from Just Chill. This one I loved. Terry, I have not seen him before, so that should be fun. That should be fun. So maybe that one. This sunshine, I know I want to use. So let's just go ahead and do this now. Let's put this guy where we would put it. It's funny, sometimes when you are kind of following a format of something that you've done in the past, it actually kind of, I think, makes it a little bit harder because you're not as free-flowing as you maybe would be otherwise. All right, that'll go there. I need some washi, but I know I want to use this little girl, I think. And I know I want to use this sunshine because this sunshine will be nice right there. And it kind of pulls in a little bit of the yellow. So just kind of looking at colors before I pick washi. Looking at what I have out over here. So this could work, but this I'll probably say no to just because it's too close to that light blue. So that's out. Yellow, you know I love my yellow, but I wouldn't use that because I have a yellow horizontal and that's a yellow diagonal. That would not look good. This one, maybe. This is brand new. It's called Rainbow Hearts. It's a doodle bug, but it is so cute. Isn't that cute? So that could work. I don't know though. That doesn't really feel like summery to me. I'll use that on something. That doesn't really feel summery. So maybe these rainbows, because the rainbows could be fun. Oh yeah, it's the rainbows. So the rainbows are coming from the Reaching Out washi. There's two different Reaching Out washies. One is this guy, which I always say that's like the go-to because anytime you need a color, you need an accent, that's just a great thing to have on hand. This is from the other tube of Reaching Out washi. Oh yeah, that'll be cute. All right, but now I need an accent. So maybe, and this guy is maybe a little bit too high. We'll lift that up for a second. So accent-wise, I'd bring in more black this way if I did this. So maybe if this guy went here. And they're both pretty transparent. So transparent versus opaque. This, if I put this down, that would just be solid green and I wouldn't see anything through it. You can see with this one, it's a little bit more transparent because you can see, you see the little rainbow below the hearts. So this does need to move a tad. This moves up here a bit. And then, I don't know. There's a lot going on here. It just so happens I'm saying sunshine again. We'll make it work. It'll work. Except this is crooked. We don't like crooked. Pam, what did you do to your shoulder? Yeah, so Kim, palm trees. There are palm trees, but on my list for summer, there's really not a lot of palm tree memories. So I think we'll just stick to the little palm trees right there. That's why I didn't pull any palm. But yes, there is this guy. This one, I think this is called Palm Springs, that has the green washi with the gold. The green washi with the gold palm trees and then the rainbow and then kind of the Hawaii floral looking. That actually goes very well with Just Chill. So if you bought Just Chill, that would be a good washi set to go with it. Okay, moving on. There we go. All right, so now I wanted to use this little swimming gal because I thought she was so cute. But we'd have to figure out now where she would work. I don't know, she might not work. Let's come to, I think, our title. So I think I am going to go with, maybe that could go there. I think I'm going to go with the black. I'm gonna go with black. So let's pull out the stickers and see. Oh, I just had another idea. Different black. Pull out a different area of stickers. Prize ribbon. Yes, Karen. We were talking about that a second ago. Somebody said that they saw it earlier, and yeah, she said she was disappointed. I think, well, I don't know if she's still here. She can tell us why she's disappointed. I think I can use that, but I can already tell I don't have enough S's. So we have them in that one as well. These are older sticker books from scrapbook.com. For a while, I used these alphas quite a bit, but I haven't used them in a while. So those will be fun to pull out. We'll get out our little ruler here, our trusty ruler for lining up our title. Very similar to Blueprint Sketch. Blueprint Sketch, by the way, and here, while we're just chatting, so if people are like, well, wait a minute, I don't even know what that one looks like. I do, because I swatched it. Well, they're swatched. So, Blueprint Sketch, there's a lot of blues. Blueprint Sketch I've used a few times as we've worked together. Oh yeah, there's Blueprint Sketch. It's such a beautiful blue. So it sounds like the new color, the Bronco blue, for those of you that are Denver Broncos fans, right? Football. All right, so let's now start our title. It needs to say Summer Memories. So let's get out our littles here. And I'm going to use my ruler like I always do. I'm going to use my ruler to line up my letter stickers. Always, always, always do this. Because it makes sure that they're straight, but then I know where to center them. Sorry. Little darker navy. Oh, well, that'll be good. I will enjoy a darker navy. Maybe. I'm sure I'll get it. I think we'll stamp. Oh, yes, we will stamp in our third list. That's my plan, is to stamp the title in my third list. So I'll pull out some Distress Oxides when we get to that point. All right, my handy dandy, trusty steel metal ruler that I always use. These like that I carry in my shop, my website. So while this is the part where we chit chat, because I'm just, putting stickers down. On Thursday, I had 13 boxes delivered by UPS from Simple Stories. And those boxes contained product from Simple Vintage Lemon Twist and Simple Vintage Coastal. 13 because, well, I ordered heavy, but I also, a lot of the product is for my brand new The Sweet Life project kit using Simple Vintage Lemon Twist. So this morning, before we jumped on, I saw that The 6x8 pad for Simple Vintage Lemon Twist is sold out, which shocked me. I mean, didn't shock, it's beautiful. So that's not why it shocked me, but it shocked me because they went really fast. Simple Stories is sold out. I checked with a distributor that I work with probably on Wednesday when I saw what I thought was really happening. And that was that things were going to sell out fast. So I have another order in with them, and it will depend on if they have it or not. I know that sounds weird, but they may have it, they may not. So if you ordered your Simple Vintage Lemon Twist products, the a la carte stuff, then good on you because you got it. If you didn't, I would go to my website and see what is still there. And then if nothing's there, if it's sold out, don't be sad. Just click on the little button that says notify me when available, because if I am able to get more in from the distributor, then as soon as I add it to my website, you will receive an email automatically letting you know that it's back. I will be using Simple Vintage Lemon Twist on our third list. And trust me when I tell you, oh, it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. All right, memories. Oh, I had to go to my second one because I was out of an E. I know it might look like it's going to be kind of dark, but it'll be okay. Trust me. Memories. Keep spelling. Memories. What are we talking about? Try wiping the stencil with rubbing alcohol. I've used little alcohol wipes to clean my stencils. So you know what you could try, Kim? And I have never tried this on a stencil, so I don't know if it would work or not, but I have used this on my Misty, which ink, black ink especially, will get on there and then won't come off. I use a magic eraser, like the little Mr. Clean, magic eraser. So you could try that and maybe see. If you're not able to get it off with anything else, as a last resort, you could try that. Oh, Jackie. Garth Brooks was in Nevada last weekend. Parking issues, 3 hours to get to the concert. That is crazy. I will tell you, though, it's very hot here in Utah right now. At 6 o'clock, which is when the concert starts, it's still 96 degrees, and it's an outdoor concert. 96 degrees. So the venue sent out an email to ticket holders saying, it is going to be hot. Do not bring a purse. We won't let you in with a purse or a backpack. Do not bring a coat. You won't need one. We highly recommend you do not wear jeans. Wear something sleeveless. You can bring one unopened bottle, still sealed, 1 liter bottle of water, or you could bring an empty water bottle really quick. So now this is how the other way I use the ruler. I used one of the lines on the ruler to line all my letters up, but then I can also come in and move it around until I get it centered-ish where I think I want it to be. So they said you can bring in one liter bottle, still sealed, or an empty water bottle. And then they have water, refilling stations inside the venue. Well, the outdoor venue. It's at University of Utah. It's the football stadium that holds like 50,000 people. So it's going to be hot. It is going to be hot. That's when you hope that people don't show up drunk. Because if you show up drunk to a concert like that, hold on, you guys. I'm going to try to do something really quick. I'm going to try to, I just need to go to my computer for 1 second. I'll explain in a second, but this is important. So hold on. I mean, you guys are important too, but hang tight. I have to text somebody back. My neighbor, so we have a lot of birds in our area, little finches and dove and all kinds of little birds. And so we have a couple of different bird feeders in our backyard. Well, the darn little finches are very particular about the bird seed. And what they don't like, they scoot off the bird feeder. And then it lands in the flower beds, and then you get these really weird little grass weeds that grow. So my neighbor was telling me that if you buy this other bird seed, they don't do that. So she just texted and said, I'm going to the bird store. Do you want bird seed? And so I had to text her back. So thank you. Oh, yes, we were talking about, please don't, public service announcement, not that you guys need it. You go to a concert and it's 96 degrees and it's outside. Don't go drunk, because that's just not going to work out well for you. You will probably end up somewhere that you don't want to end up. All right, I think we are close. I think we'll go ahead and adhere this guy, my little picture. I'll talk about the picture in a minute when I get to that item on my list. So this will go, I think, right here. And then that little piece that we'd cut out from the printable would go about right here. And here I will, let me look for one of my little stamps. I'm looking for a stamp that I had used on that. Would it be this one? Let me look, let me look. It says, remember this. Oh, it is, yay. This must be a new one though. So this is the, I don't remember which one it is, but it's a Dear Lizzie roller stamp. I have that one in my, on my website. And I had used this little teeny roller stamp. Open up my little book here. This guy. I always do a pre-stamp. Even when I'm not listing. This guy, that is a Carrie Bradford stamp. That's her handwriting. In our neighborhood, we have a group that gets together and celebrates birthdays every month. And so I had done these little Swedish, you guys know the Swedish dish towels? Or whatever they call them. So I had wrapped up some cute little lemon Swedish dish towels for a couple of the ladies. It was their birthday, but the lady that hosted, I gave her a little set too, but I made a little tag and stamped thank you on it. So see, really, when I'm not listing, I do what I tell you to do. Always test. Always test just in case. Oh, yeah, but always leave out the ink because you might still need it. Well, I know. So Karen said about a concert, and the first concert she ever went to, and a girl got so drunk, and you think, oh, yeah, you don't remember the concert. And then you're like, oh, your poor friends who probably tried to tell you not to do that. Hopefully they tried to tell you not to do that. I think I actually need, maybe, what about these? These could maybe be cute. These little pink sunglasses would be cute. Not pink sunglasses, but I need something else. Let's see. Ooh, maybe this. This little tropical drink, as we're talking about not going to a concert drunk. No, that doesn't go there either. Let's keep looking. I know I would like something to go there, so let's just keep looking. More sunglasses, but those don't really do it for me. A beach ball, no. A cactus, no. A big old pineapple, no. A watermelon could work, maybe. No, watermelon color may not quite be right, because it's different than that. That's okay. We're going to do that. I bet you know what's going to happen. I bet I come back and change that. I can just know me. I know me. I'm probably going to change it. That's okay. All right. Oh, or wait. Yeah, I got a little bit of ink on that from my fingerprint ink. That's not good. All right, hang tight. I need my little pencil board. Stamp on top of that because that gives me then a flat surface to stamp on. So remember, this is going to go right here. Yay! And now I need to have a wipey because I think I've got some black ink on my fingers. All right, are you guys listening with me? Are you listening? And if you are, well, just remember, even if you're not listening, you probably have a summer memory as an adult that you like. That is for the giveaway for this week. You will leave a comment in the video after we're done. All right, so now, where's this? Yes, Joanne and Carol are listing. Karen's lying in the bath. I love that. That's so fun. See, that's the nice thing about virtual, right? You can be anywhere doing anything. All right, I think this little guy might need to get outlined too. It's looking a little plain. A little plain Jane. Then I won't outline the yellow. All right. So, some of my favorite summer memories as an adult. From visits to the lake, outdoor concerts, and more. I heart summer most of all. And I'm just off the top of my head writing that. I don't necessarily plan ahead what I'm going to say. Well, definitely not necessarily, because I didn't. Sometimes I run out of room. Sometimes I have to cut it short because I don't have enough room. I'm just gonna replace a little bit. This was a little bit too high, so just pop that off and go down a tad, like that. All right, now over here. So what I did when I did this list, everything that is has a box around it, those are like the memories. And then some of them I just wrote out a little bit more, well, all of them actually, about each one. I drew a box around each of those and then used a colored pencil to kind of highlight those. And I hadn't started out doing that, but I ended up doing it that way because as I just kind of was writing, it all blended in together and it was really hard to see what it was. Mindy is holding her 5-week-old grandson so his mama can hang out with older sister. Oh, that is so fun. That is wonderful. All right. So now to my list. Sometimes it takes us a little bit longer than others to get to our list, right? Let's put this guy away. Where's my notebook? Well, my handy dandy notebook, because that has my list on it. Oh, here we go. Way off to the side. Way off to the side. Okay. July 4th at Priest Lake. So I'm not really going on the lines here. I kind of am. We love heading there every All right, so I probably will not, we'll see if I do all these. What I may do is I may do like the first two and then come back after the fact and finish at the very end of the video. So I'll do a couple of these, but I'm going to grab now my colored, oh, look at this. I don't know, it's funny. This just came off from somewhere. I could probably use that somewhere on my list, real life. All right, so colored pencils. I still have not swatched my colored pencils, so this may take a little bit. Well, it won't take long, but I think what I want to use, I might want to pull in a little bit of this blue. Thinking maybe a little bit of the blue. So we'll turn to the blue page and let's see what we come up with that might be cute. I'll try to do this so we can still see. All right, so I have a different idea. What if, to kind of bring in, so I like the blue, but then that's gonna be a lot of blue right here. What if I try to bring in like the rainbow, the Roy G. Biv? So if I do a red, orange, yellow, green, blue. How many do I have on my list? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then one more. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6, so that will be the blue. And then maybe the red will be a little bit more of a pinky color. So Roy G. Biv is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and that is the traditional colors of the rainbow, like a rainbow spectrum. So red, that's interesting. There's not really a red. There is a red, but that's probably going to be too red. We'll try red, orange, but I also don't have to do a red. I could do a pink. Red, orange, yellow, I don't know, green. I know, you do know I did. Karen noticed. Karen called me out. Why stop the most at blue? What about violet? I know, I'm not a purple fan. I'm just not. So that's why I skipped it. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. So 6. I could do a darker blue, like a navy. We'll see. Sorry, Karen. Yeah, I think I will do those. If I was smart, if I was really smart, what I would be doing would be, as I use every pencil, I'd swatch it, but no, that would be too easy. That would be too easy. I have a lot of colored pencils, so. All right, oh, and now what's interesting, this was not planned at all, but the red, you know what? We might want to go with a little bit more of a pinky color. So let's just see. This guy? Well, no, that's pretty much the same. Just because we have a little bit more pink going on over here. We'll do the pink instead. Sorry, red lovers. Red is out, pink is in. What I was going to say, which would have been very interesting, was that the 4th of July one would have been in the red, which would have been funny. So when I do this, I outline first in black like I did, and then I press pretty hard to get the darker outline of the box, and then just really lightly shade that little box in. Like that. So July 4th at Priest Lake. Priest Lake is in northern Idaho, about 20 miles south of the Canadian border. I think Mindy knows where Priest Lake is. I know, Lilith, pink instead of violet? What? I know, you guys, I know, right? What do I always say? You do you, you do you, and I will do me. Yes, Priest Lake. Our friends have a cabin on the lake, and this was a photo. It's teeny, but that is a photo of 4th of July there in 2016. So, oh, Kathy, yes, it's such a gorgeous area. I mean, it is stunning. Some of you may have heard of Coeur d'Alene. Coeur d'Alene is, I don't know, maybe an hour south, I don't know, south or west of there. Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. That's kind of the more famous, I think, of the lakes in that area. Priest Lake is kind of a little hidden gem. All right, the next one is the Park City Arts Festival. That is an outdoor art festival on Main Street in Park City, Utah. That is where I grew up. So I grew up going to the Park City Arts Festival. And as adults, oh, guess what just happened? The face fan just ran out of battery. It needs to be recharged. But yes, we used to, as a kid, well, my uncle would always display his art at the Park City Arts Festival. And then just even as an adult, we just loved to go up there in the summertime. It's always the first weekend in August. And it was great to beat the heat because it's about 10 to 15 degrees cooler up there. Walk the street and see the beautiful art. All right, so those are the two that I'm going to do now. I will come back at the end of the video because what I'm trying to make myself do, friends, is I am trying to make myself finish my lists every week. So right now, if we don't finish, and if I don't take the time to come back and finish after we're done, then the list just won't get done. So that's what I'm going to do after, and anyone that wants to stick around can still stick around and hang out. But I don't want to spend too much more time on this list right now so we can get to the other lists. Okie doke, there we go, start of summer memories. And when we come back, I'm going to change that because this is just not working for me. Okay, next up, our second list. Oh, and just remember, friends, I was just looking at something. Karen's struggling with something. Oh yes, this is for the giveaway. So when we're done, go back to the video, leave a comment telling me one of your favorite memories, summer memories as an adult. Okay, our second list is things my mother used to say. I think this came up last week. So the person that suggested this list, I don't remember who it was, but in the middle of listing, somebody said, oh, we should do that list. And I'm like, I love that idea, and I wrote it down. This list is things my mother used to say. These could be funny things. These could be endearing things. It's funny because a lot of the ones on my list were when my mom was angry. Well, you know, angry mom, with my sister and I. So that's kind of fun. And I did actually go to my mom and sister yesterday. I sent them a text and said, hey, this is one of the list topics. What would you guys remember that would go on this list? Because I needed some help. All right, so this list is going to be a single page list. The next two, I think, are planned as single. So when before I reached out to my mom and my sister, I had planned on kind of a different idea for this list. Last week, I had, this is one of the Willow Lane journaling pieces that came from the same pack that we used here. And I said, I'm going to use this next week. So my thought was that I would, this is like a little notepad. So my thought was that I would list the things on this little notepad that my mom used to say. However, she used to say more than 4 things because I thought that I would write, kind of each thing on the list. So I think this little piece now is not going to get used on this list. I think we'll see if if it'll work on one of my lists next week. So that is going to wait for when I have a shorter list and want to write a little bit more. All right, so for this list, I am going to use the Happy Blooms collection. Actually, you know what? Let me just, real quick, friends, if I can take 2 seconds just to put these things away, then I don't have like an hour's worth of cleanup after. Because that's usually what happens. I'm like, make a giant mess. These guys, oh, I need to keep those out. Yeah, I almost put those away. I don't want to do that. All right, these guys go, we'll just shove them right down here. Okay, next list. Are we good? Are we ready? I think we are. All right, so I am going to use Happy Blooms. So Happy Blooms collection. This is a Pink Fresh collection. I've linked to it in the description of the video down below as well. I used Happy Blooms on a list a couple of weeks ago. This was another, I love it when you guys suggest lists. This was another list topic suggestion that came from one of you during one of our Saturday sessions. Either that or in the Facebook group. I think she called it, something like what we're embarrassed for. Something, basically the whole idea was what you're known for, what your state or city or country or, depending on where you live. So I used some of the Happy Blooms here, the really pretty florals and the puffy stickers. So I thought I would use the puffy stickers again for the title. So things my mom used to say. I might make it say mother because it'll actually, I think, fit better for my title. So I'm not going to use my, oh, nope, I still need to use it. I can use one of my lines to make sure it's lined up straight, but then the issue is I don't know where to start my title because I don't know how far it needs to go to the left to start. So we'll use our ruler again. Kathy said her dad had funny sayings, but most are so not politically correct. That's funny. That's really funny. So here's another, you could do a totally different spin on this. And this, someone brought up in the Facebook group, a couple days ago, a list topic, especially if you have young kids or you have grandkids or nieces or nephews or, you watch kids or whatever it is. I used to have a book, like just a hardcover, like notebook, that I wrote in when the kids were little. And we still may do this list. But things like my kids used to say, like really funny things, like Sam used to call Mount Rushmore, Mount Mushmore. That's funny. I did a whole scrapbook layout, that was in a magazine about that. But kind of their funny little sayings. So you can do parent, you can do spouse, you can do partner, friend, family, kids, teachers, coworkers, whatever. I think you could do this you could do this list a couple different times because of that. Hi, Shabby Rose Creations. Karen she lived both Kansas and Colorado, so we did that for both. I love that list. That was a fun list topic. All right, I'm going to do something weird here. I never do this because I have, it's things my mother used to say, right? So part of my title is before mother, part of my title is after mother. I generally don't like to have something above my title and something below because then I don't know, it seems kind of weird to me. So I think what I'm going to do is things my used to say. Let's try it. There we go. Things my mother used to say. So don't normally do the title like that, but that works. And I'm going to do a little line separator here. I think this is going to end up being a fairly quick list. Some of them are quicker than others, aren't they? Things my mother used to say. I don't really call her mother, but I call her mom. But that's fine. All right, so let's take a look at some of these die cuts again. This, you know what? This may end up actually, I think this is going to be a 2-page list because I think I may do something like this, but different. So I might need a little bit more explanation to some of the things that she used to say. So probably now what I'm thinking I'll do is do kind of something like this, where I draw little boxes and then write the things that she used to say in those little boxes. So if I do it that way, then I will do a 2-page list. And no, okay, maybe. I was going to say no pattern paper on this one, but guess what? I know what I can do. If I want a little bit of pattern paper, this was left over from this list, right? It's what we cut off. So what if we did this over here? What if we had that be a little bit, just a little bit of a nice little border there? And then I think what I may do is just take a few of these die cuts. So Happy Blooms has 2 different kinds of die cut packs. One is a floral that's pretty much just florals. And then the other one is like a regular die cut with phrases and different things like that and icons. And so what if we do, oh, yep, okay. I like it. We're doing that. This, I think sometimes you look at a collection like Happy Blooms and you're like, well, I don't really know, I don't know if I'd use that very much because, it's just kind of generic. It's just kind of flowers. Well, a lot of times what I use, super generic things like that, because sometimes you have a list. It's not a summer list or a winter list where you have products like that. You just need something that's pretty generic, but you want to have just some, things that would work on a generic list. I liked the way I had that before. I don't remember how I had that. It was kind of being overlaid on top. Maybe like that. Let me try make sure I'm not working off the, oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? Off the page, but that's not the word I was looking for. So this could just kind of go right along the side there. My little flowers. And then maybe a little butterfly right there. I think it's gonna work. And then maybe we'll just do one more little one right down there, just to kind of pull in some of that color. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I know I got caught up in reading the in the chat. All right. And of course, the signature yellow. I just love the yellow. You know that. You know how much I love my yellow. But let's also take a look at, I think we may use, oh, all right. This is Happy Blooms. This one is from, I think, Noteworthy. I try to keep all of my Pink Fresh stuff together in the same little pouch, just because so many of their collections just kind of blend in together. I don't mean blend in together. I mean they will coordinate together well. That's what I mean. All right, so I'm just going to try something. I am going to come in with my tape runner because all of these guys are kind of connected. Just because I layered them on top of each other. So then that way I can now kind of move them around a little bit, but I don't have to remember where they were placed. I can still kind of get the same look of the way that I liked them by doing that. And then yeah. All right, so I saw somebody say something about Facebook group. Lots of fun stuff happens in the Facebook group, friends. So if you are not in the Facebook group and you're on Facebook, I think I've linked to it in the description of the video. It is just go to Facebook and search Lail by Mail. There's a Lail by Mail Facebook page, and then there's also a group. So the group is private, but you don't have to, you don't have to be special. You just need to say, hey, I want to be, let me in, and then I let you in. But I think you guys are chatting about sharing something in the group, and the group is a great place to go to do something like that. I also encourage you guys, if you are listing, to share your lists there, because I will share my list there, but I also like to see what you guys do. It's fun for me to see that. So let's just go to Facebook and Lail by Mail. There we go. And there we go. All right, so things my mother used to say. All right, I do need to come in. I had already outlined that like it was going to be a single page, so I need to do some outlining here. Normally when I'm doing a spread like that, I don't outline both pages separately. I just outline them as one together like I did on the last page or the last spread, but that's okay. No one is going to notice. All right, so things my mother used to say. Now I need to draw some little boxes, and I will put something with each little box. So between the two puppy stickers, Happy Blooms and Noteworthy, I will do that. Okay. I'm just trying to think how I want to do this. Because it needs to have, a lot of these need a little commentary. All right, I don't like that because I don't want that to be centered. It's happened to be the way I did it, centered right under the title, and I don't want that. So we'll just come out here a tad bit more. Like that. So I'm interested. Oh, yes, Karen. Thank you. Line on the right bottom. Just totally forgot that, didn't I? All right, so this first one, I am going to put, I think, this little sun, that little sun puppy sticker because it's cute. And what I'm actually going to do is have it like bisect the line. Well, it's not really bisecting the line because there's no line there yet, but that's why I always start out with a pencil. Even though I could now do this with a ruler, but pencil lets me readjust if I need, like I just needed to there. So I will come back in and erase those lines when we're done. So, clean up your room or else. Our rooms were always a disaster, right? Clean up your room or else. I don't know if there ever was an or else, but yeah, clean up your room or else. All right, so I think now if we have a box that goes, maybe like this. I should probably draw my boxes first before I keep going. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of things that she said. So many I had forgotten though, right? This is why too, I think it's fun to do things like this sometimes because you forget, right? You forget the things. You could also do one, things that you say. Because I'm sure if I asked my kids, they would tell me all kinds of funny things that I say. Like one of the things I know that I say, oh, it's hotter than the hubs of hell. I'm sure they'd say that I would say, get off your phone or get off your Xbox or work on your homework or whatever. All right, so this would also be a funny one to ask Nick, my husband, to tell me the things you probably don't realize as much. I wish I had done something like this when I was a kid. So Ariana, if you're still on, totally do a list like this now because you'll remember all the things that your mom says. Whereas now it's harder for me to remember all the things that my mom said when I was growing up. All right, this one is a little bit of a story. Okay, cute. Because I told you so. Yes, right? My mom threatened to vacuum up anything we didn't pick up. That's hilarious. Don't sit close to the TV or you'll go blind. Yes, I know, right? Jeanette, so this is, Jeanette just said, my BFF is 89 and she has some old sayings that crack me up. Very similar to what a mother would say. I need to keep a list of them. Totally. I mean, just have a little notebook or something, your traveler's notebook or even a little spiral notebook or something that you just have handy. And then when she says something, just jot it down because, yeah, it's fun. And a lot of times we lose those memories, right? All right, this one is funny. Let's see. Let's see what sticker would go here because, well, super fun could go. Loving this could go. Happy thoughts. A lot of these could work. All right, let's do, maybe loving this could be really funny because this is quite amusing. So that's like that little thing is just kind of hanging off the box. Actually, maybe it would hang above the box a little bit. There we go. All right. I'm going to ask you, does anyone know what a Gainsburger is? Gainsburger. I'm going to start my list, but Gainsburger. Okay, Gainsburger. Probably, I don't know, Gainsburgers. Gainsburger. Nancy got it. Dog food. Dog food. So this is really funny. My mom would say, if you ask what we're having for dinner again, we'll have Gainsburgers. I don't know how to spell that, but that's okay. I'd have to look it up. Dog food. Dog food. Yes. Packaged in a patty, kind of like a hamburger, that you would crumble into the dog's food bowl. So gross. And then, this is true, my mom recently told me that she tried one once. She took a bite just to see what it would taste like. Isn't that funny? That's funny. I wish that my mom, it'd be fun. I wish my mom was on with us because a lot of times she is. But yeah, we'd have a nice little chuckle about that. Too funny. But now I think what I need to do, since I'm also doing some like more words journaling after, that I probably better come in with my little quotation marks. And what I could do, just so they really stand out, is I could kind of make those little quotation marks yellow. So then you could see where her little saying ended and where my journaling starts. Let me pull that up because you might not be able to see it very well on the camera. So I just add a little one there, a little one there, a little one there, a little one there. So the quote, so you can see what she said and then kind of my ad-libbing after the fact. It's so funny. A picture of the cooling scarf is now posted on our Facebook page. Love it. All right. So next up, I need one. Oh, this is a good one, right? This is this one, I need another little sticker for. What if we did this? What if we did super fun here? Like this. Which one of you did this? Well, it's only my sister and I, so you got a 50-50 shot of who did it. So we'll say this. I'm older, so I'm sure it was always Lainey. That's my sister, Lainey. Which one of you did this, right? Wait till your father gets home. So here's the deal with that. And Terry, I thought about that. Wait till your father gets home was never uttered in our family because my dad was in the Navy. And he was a fighter pilot or a whatever, naval aviator. I don't know what they call him now. But so he was gone like 6 months at a time. So that would not be, well, I guess we'd have to do something really, really, really bad if my mom said, wait till your father gets home. Because that could be, 3 or 4 or 6 months later. All right. So now let's see another one. I need a little teeny one just right here. So yeah, that needs to be a little bit longer, I think. I'm going to start it and then I'll know where to end it after I finish writing it. Get off the phone, right? With 2 teenage girls. One of us was always on it. And it was the kind of the cord you could just stretch forever. So you could like stretch it and take it into your room and then the cord would get like super stretchy so you could take it into your room and shut the door. And then like when technology really started coming around and then there was call waiting And then you'd ignore the call waiting because you knew it wasn't for you. So it's probably for your parents, but you didn't want to have to get off the phone. And remember there used to do, you could do like a call waiting interruption or something. And so the operator, oh my gosh, I'm really making myself sound old. The operator could come on and like interrupt the call. That was a thing, right? They could interrupt the call waiting. All right, so now, let's see, for our last little box here, it needs to come about right here so that this will make this little flower be part of the box. Emergency interruption or something like that. Yes, that's funny, Shannon. I just said it and looked up an emergency interruption. Back when they were, there were operators, right? Remember when you could like dial 0 and ask the operator a question, like, what time is it? I don't think they liked you to do that, but yeah, that's kind of funny. But I'm not as old as when they used to have to like connect the lines with the little plugs. Not that old. But if you are that old, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so our last little box for this page. Oh, I probably need to finish this box, right? I need to finish that. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Maybe this one won't have any, it just may not have any little sticker or anything on it. All right, this box, what is this box going to say? Oh, look at my hair there, lovely. Collect calls, I don't know, right? Susan, you had a payphone in your house. We lived in the back of our country store. Oh my gosh, that is so fun. Get off the phone. I want to hear no more talk back. Oh, I know, right? My mom said once, it's not on my list, my mom went on strike. She said, I'm going on strike because, apparently my sister and I had just been brats for a while and we weren't doing anything and we weren't appreciating her because that's what happens, right? Kids don't appreciate their moms. It's just a lot of times when they're an age, they just don't. And so she went on strike and she said, I'm not going to cook. I'm not going to clean. I'm not going to do laundry. I'm not going to do anything. And she did. And then you realize how much you appreciate them, right? All right, let's see. Oh, this one. And it's funny because this one I have said to my kids too. This hurts me more than it hurts you. Anyone's mom or parent used to say that. We'd get in trouble. Time for punishment. And she'd say this. I never believed it, right? But then, as I was a parent and I would say that, it does, right? It's hard to punish your kids. But I never believed it when she said that. This hurts me more than it hurts you. To make you not be able to go do that thing you want to do because you're grounded. All righty. So now we're over here. I'm not loving this right here, this little black line. So let's bring in our yellow pencil. That just makes it pop a little bit. All right, let's see. You better watch your mouth. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, that's going on. That's going on right here because I totally forgot about that. I'm going to have to send this to my mom and my sister when I'm done because they'll have to see it because I can't believe that we forgot this one because this is a good one. Well, not really. but it did happen to me. I didn't learn my lesson when she said it. So I got my mom's very lovely and kind and not a mean mom. It's just some of these things that you remember are some of the more trying probably times of her being a mom. This one has to do with what Terry just said. Because she said it the exact same way, then with something on the end. You better watch your mouth or I think she said this. Wash it out with soap. And once or twice, she did. Has anyone ever had their mouth washed out with soap? Not pleasant. Not pleasant. And then I would tell our kids, Grammy used to say this, and I'll wash your mouth out with soap. I never did to the kids, though. I'm sure I should have many times. I'm just thinking I might do something here because it's a lot of black. So what if we just outline the boxes with the yellows? Not color them in like I did on the last one, but just outline the box just to bring in a little bit more of that color. Yeah, I think that helps it. It needs that. Too funny. I don't know, maybe back then there was like a mom book or like a mom magazine, like the Reader's Digest, but it was for moms, of all the sayings that you could say to your kids. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Let's see. Young lady. Oh, yes, young lady, right? Oh, boy. Blue Dawn makes lots of mouth bubbles. Okay, it was a bar of soap. Bar of soap. Oh, tobacco sauce. That's so funny. Look at so many people have had their mouth. So here's the thing, though. When I was a kid, we actually did a list called that when I was a kid. But when I was a kid, I did get spanked a couple times. Well, and not just like a swat on the butt, but spanked, like bend over getting spanked. And that's just back then, that was what you did. Like I said, my dad was Navy, so he's probably a little bit stricter than maybe some other non-military dads. I don't know. But yeah, there were some times when I got spanked. I remember them well. It's funny, I don't remember what I did to get the spanking, but I do remember not pleasant, right? Because who wants to get spanked? Oh, I shouldn't probably say that. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. I think we need a little, maybe this little guy right here. Like that. Oh yeah, perfect. I just needed to fill that little thing in. All right, so next up, this was another one that she added to the list. So here, let's make this one maybe a little bit more like this. And now I'm going in with the Sharpie. I guess I'm just abandoning my pencil. She would say, "Don't make me tell you again. Don't make me tell you again," to whatever, right? And I'm pretty sure she said that after, I don't know, maybe the fourth or fifth time, right? I'm sure that was probably the clean your room or do your homework. Don't make me tell you again. Don't make me tell. Yes, I remember Irma Bombeck. She was funny. Don't make me tell you again. I don't know if I don't know if I said that with our boys. Don't make me tell you again. But I also didn't do that if I count to 3. I don't know. I read something once, like when they were little, that said, don't do the count to 3 thing. I don't remember why, but so I think I probably didn't do the count to 3 thing. All right, so let's see, what time is it? It is noon. Okay, so let me just add a little something over here. Maybe this little guy, because this would be cute right here. Like that. All right. Oh, I like how this is coming out. It's funny because this one, I had no idea how this would, no idea how this was going to turn out. In some cases, especially like this one, I had a pretty good idea how it was going to turn out, but some other lists really have no clue how it's going to turn out. So, and you guys have been with me enough to know that sometimes doesn't really turn out at all. And I'm like, oh, well, don't really like that, but that's okay. All right, next one is, oh, this one, I know, right? If everyone jumped off a cliff, would you? I'm going to call this rhetorical momism at its best. Haha. If everyone jumped off a cliff, would you? Sometimes didn't you just want to say, yeah? But then I'd get my mouth washed. That was, no, just kidding. Okay. And then that. All right. Let's see. I think I have. Oh, of course, we have to get this one because this is the one. I'm going to put this one down here at the bottom and then do one in the middle. So I'm going to start writing first. Don't make me turn this car around, right? Probably every parent. Don't make me turn this car around. And that is because, well, typically I'm sure my sister and I would be fighting in the back seat. Because back then when I was a kid, there were no little electronic handheld devices or DVD players that you could watch in the car, right? Probably the closest thing back then that we had to an electronic handheld device, especially when I was little, would have been like one of those little toys that had water in it, and you'd push a button and you'd try to get the rings to like float through the water and land on something. Yeah. So pretty sure we were always fighting in the car. All right, so then this is my last one. And this one will go here. To there, to about right here. Oh, that guy's working his way out. Let me just, where? Oh, here we go. Underneath the real life. Need a little bit of glue under this guy because he's he doesn't have much adhesive on him. Alrighty. So now, look at, there's real life that could still come into play. Look at, it will go right there. All right, so this one, and I have to kind of figure out how to write this one. She would say, just laugh at them. This one needs some definite explanation behind it. When I was in grade school, and kids would tease me. This was always her sound advice. Just laugh at them. I remember her saying all the time, if you just laugh at them, if they tease you and you just laugh at them, then it's not fun for them because you're not getting all worked up. They want you to get worked up. So if you just laugh at them, then they'll stop teasing you. And I remember rolling my eyes and being like, whatever, Mom, you don't have a clue. But moms always have a clue. My mom did, but sometimes I just wouldn't listen, right? Because you think that they don't have a clue. All right, so I think that's probably, unless we do this little leaf right there. Oh yeah, we'll do that little leaf right there. That's it. The only other thing I need to do now is I need to date this. So this would be July 2021. All right, second list. Your sister and you used to blame the dog. That's funny. My brother and I fought all the time in the car. It was always his fault, even if it wasn't. Susie used Tabasco on her son when he was a little older, just a drop, but then he liked it. Oh, that's, well, over time, right? That's funny. No, they never did actually turn the car around. Of course not. Because you imagine that as a parent, you're not going to turn the car around. But as a kid, you don't know that, right? You're just gullible. You don't know that. A friend's dad used to put dry mustard in their mouth instead of soap. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. They go to their room because that's where all the toys were, right? If you misbehaved at a function, we're made to go sit in the car. Right, which is so interesting because now they would never, I mean, well, I don't know. My kids were little, I would never let him go sit in the car because number one, Sam was a little turd and he probably would have figured out how to ruin he'd press every button in the car and probably lock himself in. But then two, you know, you have to be careful about leaving your kids in the car, right? So it's funny because back in the day, things like that were okay to do. Use the purple sticker on this one like the purple butterfly. Okay, which purple sticker? Over here? Are these purple or are these purple? This one? Susie, I love that. Your son kept slamming his door, so you took the door off the hinges. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, I know. Never put your kid in the car now. Oh, my neighbor just brought the bird seed. I don't even know if I finished that that little saying. Did I? We'll put that one right there. I like that. That's a good purple. That's a good purple accent. Yes, thank you. All right, yes, she brought the bird seed. I don't know if I remembered that whole story because the little finches, oh yeah, I did. They knock off what they don't want and then the bird seed's all over the flower beds and then it grows all weedy. So I don't like it when they do that. All righty, so there we go. Things my mother used to say. And if I am, we talk about this a lot, but if I am leaning towards a more of a like scrapbooking side, because we're memory keeping here, right? We're reliving our memories. So my list doesn't have photos, but if I wanted to, I could add photos and then it would be a little bit more leaning towards the scrapbooking side as opposed to a listing side. All right, third list. Karen, oh, thank you, Karen. Karen said, she's so proud of me now for that purple butterfly. What kit is that? That is from all the products I used here are Happy Blooms. I may have mixed the puffies from Noteworthy in as well. So Happy Blooms, but also check Noteworthy because some of those little stickers could have come from Noteworthy. All right, our last list is, dun, 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 dun. It's a honeydew list. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, I think that turned out really fun. I like that little border. I don't normally do something like that. Actually, this is interesting. This is actually, now that I think about it, I bet this is where, it's funny how things pop into your head. Because I bet this is where that list came from. I mean, not the list, but I bet the design element for it was probably stuck in my head. Okay, wait, this is all Christmas. So where, October, I'm going to find it, just a minute. I'm going to find it. Okay, no. Here. Oh yes, this. So this was in my one of my memory keeping traveler's notebooks, not not my listing. But look at, and it hadn't even occurred to me. But very similar. So it's kind of fun to just, when you have lots of little embellishments like that, die cuts, just run them down the side of your page, and then it makes it super decorative. All right, yes, I do need to do flip throughs of these. And right now, I don't even really have them organized because, well, they're just on my little cart here, like this. And I just keep these right here because I refer to these a lot on Saturdays when we're doing our listing. So at some point, I need to put them away. All right. Our last list is what I call a honey-do list. Okay? Honey-do list. This is a list of things. Nick loves these. Not. List of things that I have that on Nick's to-do list for him. Things that I want him to do around the house. Every once in a while, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 months, we'll do a list topic and it'll just be your to-do list. And I think those are fun to do. Number one, that just let you kind of play and be artistic. But number two, it's like a time capsule, right? Your to-do list is really a time capsule of different things that you have to do. If I had a to-do list of my mother's or my grandmother's from their past, it'd be really interesting to go back and read. Because it kind of gives you a little snapshot, a little view into their life at that time. So, but this one is a honey-do list. So this would be a list of things that I have for Nick, my husband, that I want him to get done. It's an ever-growing, oh, I've got all kinds of things in there. It is an ever-growing list of projects that I want him to work on. Hello, I'm having a hard time getting that out for some reason. Okay, so I'm breaking out the Simple Vintage Lemon Twist. If you missed it when I was talking before, this sold very quickly. Some of the items I am sold out of. Simple Stories is sold out. And I have an order in with a distributor, hoping to get some more. So, and that is for the a la carte items. It is not for the mini book kit. The mini book kit, I plenty of. I ordered really heavy on that one. All right, so I pulled out Simple Vintage Lemon Twist, and this is kind of going to be a little bit of a play on words because a honey-do list. This is like honey. These are things I want you to do. Honey-do. And so honey-do, I pulled out these little bee stickers. These little bee stickers I had used before on the What We're Known For list because Utah's the beehive state. So they worked really well on this list, but I thought they would be cute on this little honey-do list as well. Definitely not a masculine looking list. It will not look masculine at all. But that's okay because it's really my list. It's not his, right? Let's be honest. All right. So as far as a background, oh, look at that. I think that's what I'm going to do. So this is going to be different. This is going to be really different. Something I normally don't do. I'm going to do this and this. And I'm thinking a list in my head. One that we did in the past. It was with, I'm thinking out loud. It was with the Flourish collection. Let me see. I think it's in here. It's fun to look back through some of these, isn't it? Oh, look at concerts list. Now I can add Garth Brooks to that. Well, I won't go back and do that, but where? Oh, this one. Okay. So I think this might be similar to kind of the way I designed this because I want to use that paper, and then I also want to use that one. And then I'll do my little list on a small little piece. So we'll use that as our inspiration. Let me try to put this over here where it's not in the way. I need to remember I want to use those, but so I don't know. Stamping may not work on this. I might not have a room. No, I might not have enough room based on the way that I'm doing this. So this will go here. This list we're going to work on outside of the book, outside of my insert, and then we'll come back in and add it later. Oh, that would be a fun list. Things to do and don't like, right? Because you have lemons, they're kind of can be sweet or sour, right? All right, so this will be my background. So on my background, I will make that 4.75. Let's just go ahead and do what we did before. Why not round those outside corners? Then this little piece, let's just go ahead and why don't we just measure it, what we have here. So about right here and about right there. Now to find the pencil marks. I love this plaid. That's really fun. I think what's so fun about this collection is that it's the teal with the yellow. The teal with the yellow is just such a really fun kind of combination. I like it. Oh, I still need my, looks different. Oh, it is a little bit lighter. I still need a trimmer because I need to have a little white thing for my list. Grab the, let's see, one of these things behind me has the white cardstock in it. And no need to guess, we'll just measure this one too. That wide by that tall. So this can be a skinny list. This is the type of list that, because I have 2 layers and then my list is going to go on top of that. Not every list would work on something like this. So I need basically some short things, and there's some short things on the to-do list. So there we go. Probably good with that for a bit. Oh, Susie. Susie said she was pretty strict with her kids, and let's see. They now work in a grocery store and thank me for it. They see a lot of misbehaved kids. Yep. Utah has a lot of misbehaved kids. That's all I'll say. A lot of misbehaved kids. Because there's lots of kids in Utah. And I think sometimes when families get to like the 7th or 8th kid, they're like, yeah, and I'm out. Checked out. A little bit checked out. All right, let's grab some of these. So there's 2 different die cut packs in Simple Vintage Lemon Twist. There are the regular bits and pieces and the floral bits and pieces. So I pulled out the floral ones, which has lots of lemons and butterflies and really pretty flowers. Again, the teal and the yellow in this collection. I know, no surprise, because you know I love the yellow. So good. So let's see. Well, let's go back to this. If we're going to copy it, we might as well just copy it straight out, huh? Well, then, like this little guy could go here. This big old lemon. That's kind of big. But if part of it went off to the side, no, I think that's too big. What about these lemons? Oh, those aren't one. Those are 2. No. Oh, this one might be good. There we go. That's kind of cute. But it needs something else with it. What if it has like an open lemon right there? A cut open, right? Okay, that's a start. So let's now hold all this down. Let me just get some little pieces here. that. And then I'll lift, oh, they're kind of all together. That works. Today's the day I am totally talking to myself, you guys. I mean, I do that a lot, but I don't know. I feel like I went, and not like tired wise. I just felt like I took like a 10-mile walk this morning. I just, you know, when you do that, or when you go out and exercise and you just get really hot and sweaty, that's what I feel like. And I did not do that. I think I might have to get ready again before we go to the concert. So, Terry just said something interesting. Terry said, I love the teal in this collection, but I just can't imagine how I would use all the lemons. I just don't get the lemons. Here's the thing. There are, in this particular pack, these are the florals. That's almost all that you see. There's a ton of lemons in that. Let's look at the sticker book. I mean, there definitely are a lot of lemons, but there aren't as many once you get out of the floral sticker pack. So I'd say there's probably as many florals in there and butterflies in there as there are lemons. There's definitely a lot of yellow. So if you are not a if you're not a yellow fan, then yeah, Simple Vintage Lemon Twist would not be for you. This is a sticker book that I'm just flipping through. Lots of alphas. So maybe let's see what we have down here. You're the Zest. Actually, You're the Zest could actually be quite funny on here, right? You're the Zest, because Nick's, these are Nick's to-dos, his honey-do list. So it'd have to be like, you're the Zest. That's funny. I'm going to use that. Little puffy honeybees. Yes, Terry. These are little puffy honeybees. They're linked in the description of the video. Aren't those the cutest things ever? So that will kind of add a little humor to this list. And this washi, love it, love it, love it. I'm just going to show you. Because yellow. You guys know I'm always looking for a good yellow washi. I think that yellow washi will be now in probably the rotation. So it just has kind of, it's kind of like subway art, like just words and numbers and different things on it. All right. So let's outline. Oh, yes, we need the You're the Zest. You're the Zest, you're the Zest, you're the Zest. Because I better be nice to him if I'm going to make him do all these things, right? I better be nice to Nick. You're the Zest. We'll just tuck that around the other side. All right. Gotta do the outlining. And I think we'll skip outlining that second layer, the yellow plaid, and we'll jump right to the list layer. Like that. It's funny, if you could see my face, if you could see my face right now, when I was bent down and I'm very carefully trying to, you know, make my outline be a little bit straight, and my little tongue was stuck out. You guys ever do that? You stick out your tongue when you're doing something like that? All right, let's look. So these little bees, I don't know if you can see, their little wings have like little glitter on them. So they're cute. They're just so fun. So let's see. I like this bee that looks like he's waving. So what if this bee goes right, maybe right there or over here? Oh yeah, it needs to go right here. Right there. And I could probably put another one up in there, but I think I'll wait. So let's do his to-do list. Oh, hello. I need to add the title, duh. Okay, so I could either use some alpha stickers. Let's see. I already know I'm going to use these little number stickers. This is the teensy type from Doodlebug, and I have like 10 different colors of those on the website. So, but let's look at these because they're small enough that it might work. I need something small, and I don't want to do circles because I'm going to do the circles here, and I don't want to do the squares because squares and circles will be weird. So we'll start on our ruler like we always do. One thing I might do, every once in a while, I like to mix cases. So that's a lowercase h and then an uppercase O. H-O-N E puppy stickers that go with smiles from ear to ear. I think so, Terry. Shoot me an email. I might have some. Yeah, shoot me an email and remind me and I will look. Okay. So, okay. It'll be fine. I was going to say, I'm not sure that I like the large O, but it's good. It's fine. I am going to put the H, though, on top of the lemon because I need just a little bit more room there. Honey, do all right, so what I think I'm going to do here, and I never, ever, ever use the word list in my lists, but I'm going to on this one because I think it needs it. Honeydew, because you'd be like, honeydew, what the heck's that? Oh, it's a honeydew list. And if you don't like honeydew, you could just say a to-do or get it done. Sometimes we joke about you don't have a to-do list, you have a to-done list. To done, because you know, when we have our to-do lists, we like to cross things off, and when we cross things off, we get a really good feeling, and so we like to cross things off. So we like to put things on our list that we can easily cross off, sometimes so much that we put things on our list that we've already done just so we can cross them off, right? I know I'm not alone. So that's when you might call it a to-done list. To-do list. Honeydew. Oh, that would be cute. Honeydew. Like the fruit. Yeah, Susie said, I was hoping you'd do the honeydew. Okay. Honeydew list. All right, now, truth be told, this could probably be longer than a one-page list, right? Because you just have things that are just on the list. There's some that he already did, so they're not on the list. He'll be so happy when he comes home and he sees his nicely lemon-decorated to-do list, won't he? He'll be so appreciative. It'll make him want to do all the things right away. Whatever. He'll take one look at this and be like, what? What? What's on my list? What did you add? Okay, honeydew list. All right, so now I am going to use these. I think I need another little bee right here. Yep, I needed a bee right there because I had this weird blank space right there. And then that was going to be weird if I started numbering right here. I'd have this little patch of trapped white space. And I don't like trapped white space. So let me show you what I mean by that. Because I will start out with the number 1. Because that's the first item on the list. See, so here, and if I start writing, then I have this kind of trapped little white space there that's just kind of trapped. And I don't want that. So that's a perfect another spot for a little B. All right, what is on Nick's to-do list? Let's see what we have for Nick to do. We have, this is going to be small. Under cabinet lights in the powder bath. I want him to add those. Number 2. I don't often, it's interesting. Honeybee do. Yes, it's a honeybee do list. Yes. I don't a lot of times use number stickers, and I always forget about these cute little number stickers on the Teensy Type. And actually, we don't talk about these very often. These are awesome for our lists because you have 3 different fonts, if you will, 3 different shapes. You got the circle, the square, and then just the regular letter. But everything is kind of bite-sized. These are pretty small. So especially when you have a smaller list like this one, they're just a good size. All right, that one. All right, now he needs to mount the bathroom fan remote. All right. I tell you, so everyone thinks that I'm over-exaggerating when I talk about my hot flashes and how hot I am. I now have a overhead fan in my craft room. And then also in the bathroom, our master bath. Now that sounds really weird, that you'd think like a big fan, like a fan with blades, not like an exhaust fan, but a fan with blades in the bathroom. But it is, I don't know how I found it. I just stumbled upon it. But it is it's a decorative light. So it's a light. And the fan blades are hidden so they're above the light. The fan blades are hidden until you turn on the light or the fan. And then the blades come out and they're clear. So you don't even see them. Because otherwise it might seem weird that you have like a fan in the bathroom. So he and Sam put that in, but now there's a little remote for it. I need him to mount that so it doesn't get lost. The other thing also in there, clean the vanity lights. So we have 2 lights that kind of hang down, and they have really these glass shades on them. And I can't do it by myself. It's too much to try to get up there and try to hold it and get down off the ladder and all that. So yes, also needs help with that because, that's the bathroom and hairspray and just gunk and stuff. And they're clear glass. They just look really bad. They need to be clean. We have a dead bush on the side of our house. Replace the dead bush. But can't do that right now in the dead of summer because it's way too hot. So that one has to wait. I have to be patient. Okay. Hi, Shrilly. Yeah, so Susan, it's not, you have like bathrooms have fans, family rooms, living rooms have fans. But yeah, that's interesting. Different parts of the country put fans in different places. Oh gosh, Terry. Oh my heavens. No, I didn't. Terry had sent me a direct message a while ago and I read it and then promptly forgot about it. And then we talked about it again a couple weeks ago and then I forgot about it again. Yes, I need a reminder. That's bad. Next one, because I always forget about that. He needs to touch up the baseboards with a little paint. Now, many of these are things I could do, but I just give them to him instead. You know what, Terry? Will you just copy and paste it and put it in an email? Sometimes the direct messages just get like lost. I mean, they're still there, but they just get lost. Thank you. She was so nice. Sent me like a list of some supplements to try for hot flashes. Also, he needs to deal with the upper shelves in the garage. They need some work, some cleaning and organizing, and I am not allowed to touch them. Because if I did, I'd throw it all away. No, I need that one screwdriver, even though I have 8. No, those aren't up there, but different things. I need that little camp stove that we haven't gone camping in 28 years or used a little camp stove, but you know, one day, no. Okay, I'm just making fun. The vacuum the dryer vent. And that's probably something I could do, but I might need a little supervision on that one. Because it sounds good in theory, but I'm not quite sure how to do it. I could probably Google it. But I gotta make sure Nick doesn't get bored, so it'll be on his list. All right, I love that little 8, the upside down 8. That's how it is. Now you could turn it over if you wanted, but all right. So the downstairs bathroom, it just overall needs some refreshing. So, and then the last one is the battery in the master bath blind. Period. Okay, there we go. There is Nick's honey-do list. Let's see what else. Maybe. I feel like I need something kind of in theirs. Oh, all right. So here's the deal. There are other honeybees, but I don't want to put another honeybee. I like these cute little, I like those cute little guys, so I don't want to put a realistic honeybee in there. Oh, maybe what I need is, maybe I need a heart or 2 in here. Because I better be nice to him if I want him to do all these things. Oh, we could put that right there. All right, and then to break that up a little bit, I'm just going to do one of my a couple pluses right there. Just to kind of break that up. And maybe we want a couple pluses right here. And maybe a couple down here. All right, it needs a date. So I think for the date, I will pull out the handy dandy roller date stamp. Oh, angel time. I got you, Colleen. Thank you. I got it. Normally I miss you. Normally I miss that, huh? All right, 10/17. That it would be today. And of course there need to be little hearts in there because, yeah. All right. Always, always, always test stamp, right? I always, always do because I want to make sure that it's straight. And I want to make sure that it is the right date. Yeah, right? 7/17. Okay, what did I say? Oh, I said, okay, how funny. Why did I say 10/17? It says 07. Oh, I know why. This is why. Because it said 07/10. 10th was last Saturday, and I used this last Saturday. So I probably said 10/17. Yeah. Because I read the 10 instead of saying 7. But yes, thank you. That's also, though, there's a prime example of then why you test stamp. Because if I had put 10/17, then I would have been like, wait a minute. But then here's the other thing. Guess what? If I put 10/17, I mean, you know what? In the grand scheme of things, who cares if that says July or October? I mean, a year from now, I'm not going to have a clue when it was, and I'm probably not going to care. So, not to say that you shouldn't try to get the right date if you're going to date it, but don't be, it's not the end of the world if you accidentally put the wrong date. I mean, if you put the wrong month or the day, if you put the wrong year, then that may be, you know, if you put like 1950, that might be a little odd, but there we go. 7/17/21. Actually, you know what I might do instead? Let me just see. These generally have, let's see. Aha, that's what I wanted. A label sheet. So, I don't know. I could do one of these. Oh, it would go about right there. It fits if I put that there. I think I'm going to do that. Do the little label on there because it kind of looks like it's just kind of floating. But what I will do, just to make sure, I'm going to put this back on the sticker sheet and I will stamp on the sticker sheet because it may be a little bit too wide. So let's see what's happening, okay? Let's look. Get this out of the way. I've got to come way down so I can see underneath it. This is why we didn't stick it down first, because look at, it doesn't work because it looks like 7/17/2. So that date stamp is too big if I want to use something like that. Where? Oh, where is that? Okay, hold on. I'm just turned around. I'm just looking for something. Where did that go? That's really weird. It's like my favorite one. Hold on. Oh, that will make me sad now. All right, let's see if this one works. I don't know. It's my little one canoe too. I don't know where it went. Okay, so this will be smaller, I think. So this would be, this one has a little bit of a different format. It says 1/7, and then in the center it says August, and then it says 2021. So let's look at this one and see if this one works instead. Oh, Jackie. Jackie has painting on her husband's list, and he is not like to do the painting. Okay, so that's a totally different one, right? And I'm going to just put this right up next to one of the other ones to make sure. Oh, I'll be fine because it was too short. I mean, the sticker was too short on the last stamp that I tried to do. So it will be okay on this one. So I have another black one, so we'll just do it. Oh my gosh. Ah, you guys. And I just noticed it the same time I look up and you guys said July. What am I doing? So what? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Don't mind me. Here we are again. July 17th. Wow. Okay, I gotta get down so I can see it. There we go. Okay, that's cute. Change it to July. I know, right? Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. See, there's a reason why we do that. Stamp it first. But if you stamp it first and then you're not paying attention and you still stamp the wrong date, like me, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, there we go. All right, so it is time to now, gosh, I need to re-sew that. It's time to add it to our insert. Alrighty. And in we go. Cutie patootie. I love those little bees. I think those little bees are like just the cutest things ever. Except I'm going to move him over just a tad. There we go. All right. So, friends. Oh, Debbie. It's still your birthday week. Happy birthday, Debbie. Hey, Debbie, I was asking about you earlier. I have a question for you. Was it you that sent me one of these and some washi and the little address thing that I gave away for our 1 year anniversary of doing our listing? Yes, a multi-purpose tool. Okay, where can I get more of these? I would like to have a couple on hand, and it might be fun to give away. So, I think it's close to my Creative Memories, Creative Memories. Do you do Creative Memories? If so, I need to order some of these from you, if I can. Because I don't remember, I think I got it on Amazon, and I don't think they have them anymore. I keep looking, but that's an awesome tool, and I'd like to have more than one on hand, and then maybe give a couple away. All right, so yes, cute list, done. Now what I'm going to do, friends, I am going to, perfect, yes. I'll send you my website. Awesome. And then I will share with people so they know where they can find them. Okay, so we are... I'm trying to think if I'm going to flip I'm not going to flip the camera now. But we are done with our 3 lists for today. So honey-do list, the things my mother used to say, and then summer memories. But as I said earlier, I haven't finished summer memories. So I'm just going to continue to hang out and work on my summer memories list. So if you want to stick around, that's what I'm doing right now. If you don't want to stick around, then you are the boss of you and you can go. Well, clearly you could go at any time. You know that. But yes, this is what I'm going to do. So quick reminder, if you would like to participate in the giveaway this week, once the video is over, come back and leave a comment. Leave a comment telling me one of your favorite summer memories as an adult. And this is the prize, the block of summertime stamps from Carrie Bradford. And these are donated from Marie House. So if you guys aren't sticking around, have a wonderful weekend. Yes, go tackle your to-do list. And then I will see you guys next Saturday. So we will be together next Saturday. That will be the 24th. But then the 2 weekends after that. So the 31st and the... 6th? Is it the 6th? First weekend in August, last weekend in July, we will not be together because I will be out of town for both of those weekends. So, but we will be seeing each other next week. So have an awesome week. Stay safe. And I'm going to keep working. Yes, giveaway question, favorite summer memory. And you know what? It could be as an adult or as a child. Yes, so now I'm coming back to this. I'm coming back to this list. To finish this one up. Now, when we were working on this list, remember I said, oh, I might have to come back and change this because that is not jiving with that, right? So what Karen just said, I think, was that Karen? Oh yeah, the watermelon, the summer memory page just doesn't work with the colors, right? Because that doesn't really go with that. So I agree. I think I need to come up with something else on there. So let's look at, what did I do with those things now? I remember I put them, oh, here we go. I put them off to the side. So I'm like, want to try to clean up a little bit. Oh, speaking of clean up a little bit, I'm actually going to take just a second and put these little guys away. But I will continue. I'll continue to use Lemon Twist probably over the next couple weeks. Hopefully I can get more. And then probably the next list I'll incorporate more of the flowers as opposed to the lemons. All right. Just going to gather these things up. Shrilly, oh, there we go. Yep, it is a fine tip Sharpie. And I do have them on my website. So if you just go to my website and click on or search for Sharpie or look at pens or tools, or I don't remember exactly where it is, but yeah, fine tip Sharpie. And I use those pretty much all exclusively. on any of my list. Because, okay, where's the plastic? I need a plastic pouch. Because, well, I like the fine tip, but then also because it's Sharpie, it's permanent. So sometimes you are trying to write on a surface that's a little bit more slick, and you need something that's more permanent. Alrighty, so let's come back to here. See what we have. And you know what I might end up doing? I'm going to pull out, I think, maybe this. So this is the Reaching Out collection. This was the washi from the Reaching Out collection. So maybe I will find something in here that could go there instead of the watermelon. Because I agree, the watermelon's just not really, it's just not quite right there. It's not quite what we need. We'll just put that right there. All right, let's look. Maybe at the sticker book. Well, I could do another rainbow, possibly. No little flower. No little flower. Oh, that's sure cute, but I might use that somewhere else. Oh, there's a rainbow, but I kind of like, oh, there's the sun's cute. Ooh. All right, let's jump to this. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Open up, here we go. Okay, I think this little sun might be super cute right in there. I like that. So let's go with that. Oh, okay, I have another idea too. See, now we're bringing out all different kinds of things. I might want a little bit more of a whimsical sun instead. So, whimsical sun I would find in Sunkissed. Oh, I bet I know where I'll find a good one. I bet the Puppy Stickers has one. Come on, whimsical sun. No. There was a watermelon that had a bigger rainbow. Oh my gosh. What? There was a watermelon. Ay, 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 ay. There was a watermelon that had a different color. Yeah, don't even mind me. Don't even mind me, friends. Okay, not there. What about Puppy Sticker? I probably already used the sun from there. Oh, let's see. What else do we have in here? This is starting to get a little picked over because I've used it so much. Yeah, so no sun. Oh, wait. The die cuts. Oh, there's a little sun. Oh, whoopsie. I bet that sun's gone too. I bet the sun's gone too. I know, I love the puppy stickers. I love them. Okay, so that's not going to work. No sun unless I go downstairs and open up a whole other package of puppy stickers, and that's kind of silly. Oh, wait, here's a sun, but it's not really whimsical, but I have an idea. So if this goes right here, I could kind of put that right there, and then I could make it whimsical, maybe, by putting one of these little guys in there. I don't know though, because then it's a totally different yellow. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. That'll work. We make our own whimsical looking sun, since we don't have one anymore. All right, now we're still over here though. Isn't that funny how I just kind of totally ignored that spot for now because I didn't know what I wanted. I couldn't find anything. Okay, there's that. But no, I don't think so. Well, I don't know. We'll save him off to the side for a second and we'll continue doing this and then we'll come back and see if maybe that works. I don't know. Not sure. Too many things sometimes, right? Sometimes the more things that you bring out, it's not necessarily the better. Because then it tends to cause confusion. I know, the other one, right? Pink popsicle to pull in the pink on the right. Oh, like this one? Like that rocket pop or whatever, right? Rocket pop? I know, I didn't grab it. All right, this is what I think I need to do. I'm going to continue over here, and then once I get this done over here, then it may lend a little bit more clarity in what would happen over the other side. So let's try that. Okay, too many things now. There's way too many things. My room was completely clean this morning. Completely 100% because we had some neighbors over last night for a glass of wine after dinner. And it just couldn't be messy because it was very messy. So it was clean and now it's really messy again. All right, so next one on my list, Red Butte concerts. So Red Butte is like an outdoor arboretum place that is the University of Utah. And they have the coolest little amphitheater and amazing outdoor concerts. So much fun. So much fun. And you can bring in your own picnic and your own beverages of choice. And then you sit on blanket or low chairs. And we have seen so many great artists there. If I went back to my concerts list that we did earlier in the year, I would remember some of them. We saw Nora Jones there. Oh, amazing. So many good concerts there. Anyhow, so Red Butte concerts. One of my favorite summertime activities. The beauty, the music, the people, all outside and enjoying all the things summer. All right, there we go. Red, orange, yellow, blue. Blue's next. So I think I had blue, blue, green, right? I believe so. Let's see. You guys, I love it. How about the puppet? How about that? How about this? How about this? I love that. But I love it when you guys give suggestions, because sometimes I'm like, yeah. Other times like, yeah, no. Like that guy. That could maybe work somewhere or not. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. All right, next one is oh, okay. That just reminded me of something. I thought about it earlier, and I wanted to change one of the things on my list, and then I couldn't remember, and now I just remembered. Okay, so the ranch in Sun Valley. So some friends of ours, his parents have a ranch in Sun Valley, Idaho. And red, orange, yellow, green. And just best memories of when Nick and I were dating and we would go there. And then
married, so married couples, but no kids. And then kids, so we used to do that every summer with them. And I loved that. That was one of my, it's just a beautiful place to go and completely unwind and unplug. And lots of my summer memories, I think, are unwinding and unplugging. All right, okay, so this is interesting. My green now is awfully close to the yellow, isn't it? Oh, I have to be careful because let's talk about this for a second, friends. We've talked about this before when it comes to stamping. And when you stamp, you have to be really careful about, like if I had stamped this title, I could have been in big trouble because I did this list after this one. This side of the list I have written directly on the insert itself, and I would have stamped directly on the insert itself. So it would have, most likely, the ink would have bled through. And there would have been some shadowing and ghosting, and I wouldn't have liked that because it would have ruined what you see here. The reason I bring that up is that I was just kind of doing some of my outlining here, and then I went, uh-oh, because I was pressing a little bit too hard, and it started to kind of poke through the paper on this other side. So just be aware when you're not working on something like this, where you have adhered pattern paper or paper to your insert itself. When you are writing on insert, and then writing on insert, just be careful about what you're doing because you don't want it to necessarily affect the list on the other side. What I was saying is this is probably not as green as it needs to be. It is very close to the yellow, but oh well. It is what it is. All right, the ranch at Sun Valley, or in Sun Valley. Another amazing place with amazing memories with great friends. All right, so that will just probably not stop there. I'll just say we heart it there because I needed to fill in the extra space. Okay, next up. Thanks, Lauren. The ranch in Sun Valley. Next one is hiking big and little Cottonwood Canyons. So, depending on the year, this is kind of our thing, what Nick and I do. We enjoy hiking a lot. These are mountains that are literally right in our backyard. And we can leave our house and within 10 or 15 minutes, be it honestly probably 30 or 40 different trailheads. And so it's interesting. Not so much good memories, I mean, not bad memories, but not so much good memories with the kids when they were little because, you know, they just whine. You're hiking and you're getting hot and tired and sweaty and, you know, not so much something that they would like to do when they were kids, but Nick and I really enjoy it. So let's see. Not so much when the kids were little. Nick and I love our hikes in the canyons. This time of year is amazing because it's wildflower time. And so there are the most amazing wild flowers right now. The last one that's going on my list is something called Swiss Days. Swiss Days is a like 2-day outdoor I don't know, market kind of thing. There is a town that is east of where we live, east of Salt Lake or suburb of Salt Lake called Midway. Let's see. This is a tradition that Karen and I have done for years. And maybe I'll just leave it at that because there's not much more room there. All right, so now we have this big glaring hole still, right? We just have that huge big glaring hole. Here's the thing. I think what is bothering me, well, I think it's a couple things. I think this might need to be outlined. And then beyond that, I think that thing, that is, I'm just not feeling that. So that's okay. Then we just change it. So let's look for that, probably, that pad again. It's just not quite right. I feel like what we need is, I think that one. So now I have to be very gentle. This is that tool I was talking to Debbie about, the everything tool, I think it's called, right? Everything tool. Now I have to be really, really, really careful when I do this because this could be a disaster because I don't have any pattern paper over here. So I have to be careful that as I lift this up, that I am not tearing the paper. But this little everything tool kind of helps me to get in there. So it just slides right under there. Ah! All right. Oh, I will be sad, right? And then we'll be like, should have left it alone. What do they say? Let sleeping dogs lie or something like that, right? I mean, I know that's used in a whole other, not scenario. You know what I mean. Ah! Oh, Lordy. Of course, this one I probably put like 10 times the adhesive I needed to. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Oh, now I have to lift this up too. Okay. It's like we're doing some intricate surgery here. That is so not my personality. I just want to rip that right off. But I won't because I don't want to ruin it. All right, multi-purpose tool. Yes, thank you. Not the everything tool. Oh, so Shannon, yes, you guys just had some great ideas. So what I could have done, remember, because this was a printable, I printed this off. I could either put, print another one of these and put it on top, or I could just put something entirely different over it. So I think what we're saying there is we could have, I'm just going to cut this with my scissors. We could have cut a piece like this and just adhered it right over the top of the piece that was already there. Right? So I could have done, ooh, okay. So interesting, right? There's a lot of orange right there, right? If I rotate it, yeah, I still like that better than the other one. All right, so what we could have done, I could have left that there with the feeling good or feeling free. I could have tried to pull the feeling free off and then put that in on top, or I could have printed another feeling free and just put that on top and that, or put something else on it entirely. So yes, we could have done that a couple different ways.
And then I go and put a bunch of adhesive under it again. So I'm twisting it, or I'm orienting it. Wow, that's a hard word. I'm orienting it this way on purpose. I don't want the orange down here because I already have a lot of orange and that'll be kind of too much orange. I also don't want vertical stripes. I just prefer horizontal stripes instead of vertical. So there we go. I like that better. It just is lighter. I think there, I don't know what it was, but there was something about this that was just, I don't know, kind of heavy. So there we go, and I will outline. So now we're back to our glaring situation over here. What we're still trying to figure out what we want to do. That kind of reminds me of a little beach towel. And then that also kind of ties in with the colors that we have here on the rainbow. You have the stripe and the rainbow, and then the stripe on the paper. I have replaced this thing about 20 times so far. But now that I have the little sun, I need to just move it a little bit because it was kind of in the way. All right. What is it going to be? So I saw, we were talking about what it was going to be, and I thought I could put a rainbow there, but I don't know if the smile would still stay there. Let's see. Swiss days. Oh, Sarah. Oh my gosh. Every time I see that, I try to pronounce your last name like it's your first name. So, oh yeah, no, definitely not. I mean, I would cut the smile off, but even then, with the smile cut off, it's just not, that's not it. What's funny here, you guys, I could be here for like 10 hours. Now, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it. What about in here? Let's look. Anything in here? I don't want a flower. I don't want a cactus. Well, I don't know, maybe a flower now. Let's look. Yeah, no, I don't like that flower. It's a weird looking flower. Flower's not bad, but that's just not the right one. Let's do another all-dayer. I know, I can't do an all-dayer today. I have design work to do up the yazoo for the Lemon Twist mini book kit. And then we've got a concert. I'm sure I've been missing all kinds of emails about, or text or something about what our plan is for that, when we're leaving. All right, so now I've moved over to this sticker book, the Sunkissed sticker book. So I know that really has nothing to do with summer. And I know that this little Volkswagen bus really has nothing to do with anything on my list. But that's okay, because I think it looks kind of cute there. So that's maybe what it's going to be. But I needed to lift up those things and see if that looks funny with the letters on top of it. Okay, but I need to get this guy out because he looks funny. He's partly under. Well, I don't love it, but guess what? It's fine. I'm not going to keep messing with it because, like I said, I could mess with it for a really long time, and I don't want to do that. But I don't know. I don't like that. Now, the whole thing's under there. It looked better when the eye was under there. Golly. Impatient Lael most of the time, but other times I'll fuss with something for a really long time. And it's so silly. Right? So silly. Okay. I like that better. I don't care. It is what it is, friend. It is what it is.
It's not going to keep moving. It's going to stay that way. Do a little end of dot there. And I do think though that I need maybe a word strip sticker to go somewhere in here. Maybe right under here. Let's look. So if I go to the Sunkissed sticker book, we know we have word strip stickers that have to do with summer, right? So, oh, that could say hello to summer. That could work, or happy memories could work too. Oh, well, happy memories, that's probably too close. There we go. See, so look at, that's a perfect example of when word strip sticker just like helps to fill the void. So there's just kind of this little empty space there. And if I just put that little word strip sticker right there, say hello to summer. Maybe. Okay, just a tad bit more over. There we go. All right. I have this little trapped white space right here. So, you know what I mean when I say trapped white space? It's just that little spot right there. So I'm going to put something there, and I'm not sure what it is. So let's see what it may be. Maybe, let's see if we can find a little flower maybe from here. This little yellow guy. There we go. That's good because then it pulls yellow from here and here over here. So we're kind of drawing our eye that way, a little bit of a triangle. All right, I think that is it. I have not added a date. So, oh, I'm gonna actually peel part of this rainbow off. So see how it has just a little weird rainbow part there? Oh, yes, I know, you guys want the popsicle, huh? Let's look and see. That just has like half of like a teeny tiny bit of a rainbow there, and it just looks dirty. So there we go. That's better. Because we don't want dirty rainbows. Popsicle. See, this, I don't know, this pop, it's just kind of, I don't know. It's too long. So, oh, but no. I need another cloud. Can't just have one cloud, because then it's weird because I have two things instead of three, even instead of odd. I like odd. This popsicle could work, right? I know you guys want the popsicle in there so bad. How about that? Does that popsicle work? Does that one work? Oh, you were going to mention the rainbow over here. Yes, you know what? You guys should. If you see something and you're like, that's kind of weird. It looks weird there. Say something. I may be like, yeah, no, it's fine. I like it there. But most cases, I probably didn't even notice it was there because I haven't stared at it long enough. All right, so then bringing that there kind of ties in with that guy right there. Not that we're trying to be matchy-matchy, but sometimes it helps to pull everything in. All right, I think that's probably it. I think, you know, sometimes there's like, you just go one too far. You go just one too far, and I'm probably about to go there, but I'm going to look for one more thing. I'm going to look for a little heart, an outlined heart. So Sunkissed has two different kinds of hearts. There we go. So it has solid hearts like that, or it has little outlined hearts like that. And so I think, oh, how about that? And the feeling free. Sure, why not? All right, I think we're done. I need to put a date on this, and I really have no room for date. So I won't do a date stamp. Maybe just right in here. We'll say July 2021. Now it's dated, so we're good. All right, friends. I am going to, I'm going to flip the camera.
All right, so we're gonna spin here in a sec. Oh, everything is totally discombobulated. All right, I am going to flip the camera. Oh, next to the photo. What? What were we talking about next to the photo? That popsicle? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna flip the camera, okay? So ready? 1, 2, 3. We flipped. It's gonna be time to get some lunch, and then time to clean up my mess, and then time to get out another mess, and work some more on designing the Sweet Life, the new mini book project kit with Simple Vintage Lemon Twist. Okay, friends, yeah, so that was fun. Thank you, those that stayed while I was just kind of finishing up. Thanks for hanging out. That seems to really work for me. Otherwise, I end up with a lot of lists that end up being like 3/4 of the way done. But at the same time, while we're kind of working in the middle of things, I don't want to take so long on a list that you guys are like, oh my gosh, enough with this list already. So I hope you enjoyed today. If you were listening with me, awesome. I hope you made some progress. Sounds like some of you were going back to some prior lists. I think somebody said winter memories, so I love that. Oh yeah, Kelly, working on a backlist of winter faves. It's hard when it's hot and you're using your, yes, right? And you're using snowflakes, right? Yes, but always a good time to catch up on some of those lists if you didn't get them done. All right, friends, have a wonderful week. Have a great rest of your weekend. Wish us luck at the Garth Brooks concert tonight, that we don't overheat. We will not be going drunk, just so you know. Old enough to know better. Yeah, I will plan on seeing you guys oh, hang on, let me look at one thing really quick. Oh yes, some of you I will see on Thursday night. I had to look at the calendar. Thursday night is the second half of the Midsummer Traveler's Notebook setup class. So we'll be setting up our Traveler's Notebook for the month of August on Thursday night for those of you that purchased that kit. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week. Do not forget to leave a comment to enter the giveaway. Not in the chat, leave a comment on the video after it's over, letting me know one of your favorite memories as an adult, or if you want to add one of your favorites as a kid, you can do that as well. And giveaway for next week. Yes, the stamps. Had to think about that for a sec. Wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye-bye.